All right, welcome everyone. So we are back for another game of Civ4 AI Survivor. This is season 7, game number 7, 77 there. We have another one of our 6 AI fields. Here is the overall continent. Kind of interesting because you've got this little area over here on the right that's a little bit less, a little bit more space over there than the other leaders. We've got kind of like these little fingers down on the bottom side of the map. In this game, the favorite from the community is Catherine. I have also predicted her to win. We'll see if that goes pear-shaped the way so many of these favorites have gone in this season. In addition to that, so we have about 50% of the field has picked Kathy to win, and then about 25% has picked Pakal to win. I went on record like 10 minutes ago when I was explaining my pick saying I don't think this is a good start for Pakal. And I think he's going to struggle more than some people might think, but that could be totally wrong. We'll see. And then Lizzie is like a dark horse candidate. Lizzie, and then to a lesser extent, Hattie down here in the corner. So yeah, with no further ado, why don't we get started then? All right. So wow, mysticism is super popular here. A little surprised Kathy is opening. That's a pretty big mistake from Kathy. She really should have opened either ag or animal husbandry, agriculture or animal husbandry. Not going for one of them is not great. And Pakal, wait a minute. Pakal is not opening with a religion here. Wow. He's opening with hunting. Is he going just straight to animal husbandry? I thought for sure he would open with a religion. No, he's just researching hunting. Huh. No, he has not selected animal husbandry yet. He just wants hunting for some reason. Huh. Well, we have surprises immediately here out of the gate. Um, yeah, okay. Sometimes the AI makes surprising. Sometimes I get thrown off guard too. All right, well, anyway, where the archers are going is where the settlers are headed. Pakal is going south, not east, which is not the direction I thought he would go. Yeah, Pakal opens hunting. By the way, Frederick, what is this? You would think he would want to push north. Apparently that is not happening. Hattie is walking into the jungle. No one's. All right, we got our first city down. So he has opted to settle Lakama. I mean, this is a pretty solid city, right? He's got a corn for food, it's dry corn, but still. And then these are resources that he can't use until calendar, but the AI values them. And then the horses, he can't see the horses yet, but that's, pretty good for him. All right. We could end up with Monty and Hattie as the two religions in this game. Interesting. Oh, and Monty also says, so this is going to be a holy city, so it'll pop its borders. That means he's going to have marble in his borders pretty early. Of course, Monty doesn't care very much about wonders in this game. But yeah, he's going to found a religion here. Pretty nice city, floodplains. It's already got the commerce connected because it's on a river. Double food resources, not bad. Pretty nice spot for a second city. Very low production, but he can mine this for, I mean, once he gets mining, which he doesn't start with. Aztecs are hunting mysticism. Interesting. Okay. Meanwhile, Lizzie went over here. This is on a hill, albeit a desert hill, not a plains hill. Again, more beautiful terrain for a financial leader. Does get the free trade route, so she's going to have just a tremendous amount of commerce here. Can she? I mean, if she doesn't, again, if Lizzie doesn't die, she probably wins this game because this land is beautifully fertile over here. And all right, Hatshepsut. Now this is a bit weaker of a spot. There's no food here. It's kind of buried in the jungle, but does lock down some marble. So there is that, I suppose. Also, where is Catherine going? I thought for sure she would settle up here. Apparently she's going to settle over here on the coast. I guess. Kathy, what is this? This feels like this would have been a far superior spot. Oh well. Not too good. I suppose it has a wheat tile, but this is not really how to make use of your imperialistic trait. She should be working this tile. I wonder if the AI will be smart enough to swap there. This is what Frederick did too. He's down here in the corner of the map. Not great, not great. Well, I guess we spotted everybody's starting stuff so far. So anyway, Hattie is on meditation. I think she gets this because Pakal has not opted to start a religion yet. Yeah, she's Kathy is also wasting time right now in religion land, which is not what she should be doing. But anyway, Monty gets the first religion. Hattie's going to get the second one. Interesting. We'll see what Pakal goes for. Yeah, this is a bad opening for Catherine. The fact that she opted to go after religion is a real waste. She does not need meditation or mysticism because she has creative trait to pop orders. And so she is delaying getting agriculture and animal husbandry. This was a really bad opener for her. Um, so not great. Let's see what Pakal starts researching, by the way. Well, he's also on the meditation train ride, but it's too late now. Hattie's going to beat him to it. So this is going to be a holy city for her. And I guess this city definitely gets improved by virtue of having the corn there. So yeah, good stuff for her. That's what you want to see. If you have, even if you have Lizzie as your pick, you kind of want to see Hatshepsut do well too, because the high piece weight AI leaders need each other. So yeah, it's a real race for meditation right now, but Hatshepsut should win this because she's got a 2-turn lead. I can't imagine she's going to miss out on that. Anyway, so settlers. Well, one good thing about imperialistic trade is you do get the settlers out fast. So even, I guess not quite as fast as Elizabeth here, but yeah, good use of mining tech here. So she picked up agriculture to connect her corn, and then she mined 2 hill tiles. This is well done by Elizabeth, doing a good job taking advantage of that. I like the openings for Lizzie and Hattie so far. I think this has been playing to their strengths and not so much to the strengths of some of these other leaders. Monty at least is going animal husbandry, which is what he needs. But Pakal and Kathy are wasting a lot of precious early game research on stuff that's not necessary. So yeah, it looks like Hattie's going to get the religion. We'll see what she picks. By the way, look at this road. A lot of time spent roading, but she did connect her wet wheat, and now she's going to connect the corn. So that, I mean, that's what you want to do. You want to connect those resources, and I guess get the trade route. So she has picked Buddhism for her religion. Kind of interesting. Now Kathy and Pakal have canceled their research because they saw that they failed on that, but they've definitely set themselves behind. Also, the early pottery from Elizabeth. Oh boy, if she starts cottaging these floodplains, she's gonna have so much commerce. Agriculture wheel are great starting techs. They're definitely among the best you can get. So yeah, the expected Monty and Pakal having the first 2 religions has not happened here. Also, this religion has already spread to Monty's capital, so he gets the +1 happy, which is pretty nice for him. He's also already connected this. Well, he needs to road to this. But yeah, it's a decent opener for Monty as well. By the way, I have not been paying much attention to Frederick, who is building the barracks in his capital. Great. Good job there. Definitely build those barracks. So Kathy is now going agriculture. Pakal also going agriculture. Kathy has double agriculture resources, so she really needs that. And the first settler, though, looks like it's going to be produced in London, so we'll try to keep an eye on that. Yeah, good. It's a really good opener for Lizzie. Definitely. Just trying to check in on anything else. You've got a lot of settlers that are like 4 or 5 turns away from a bunch of these. Yeah, like look at Bakal's capital. He really just like can't do anything until he gets animal husbandry, and it's going to take a while to get there. Like look how much nicer Lizzie's capital is, and like even Memphis has that resource connected. Anyway, so we'll watch this settler, see where it goes. I mean, this is the AI at work though. The barracks. By the way, the barracks that cost 30 production. Deity is yeah, they get a few cheats on Deity, get a few advantages. So she's going north, which is not bad if she picks up the gold tile. And there's some decent land up there, but it is a bit of a missed opportunity for her not to push. Where she probably should go over here to this resource cluster with this settler. Like that would probably be the ideal place to go, even though it's a dry corn. I mean, she can't see the. Oh wait, can she? She doesn't have animal husbandry. She can't see the horses yet. So that okay, that's a bit more defensible because she can't see the horses. All right, so she's heading north with that. We'll keep an eye on that. Kathy just finished a settler. And there's one about to pop out of Memphis and Mutal. Let's keep an eye on Lizzie's settler first. She's going to be the first one to plant now. If she gets super unlucky, she could lose this, but Archer on defensive terrain really should never die to one of these. But I mean, it could, right? It's like the 1/10 of 1%. I can't imagine that that's likely to happen. Oh, Kathy is building Stonehenge. Now, she doesn't really need Stonehenge again because she's creative, but that cultural emphasis at work there again. I don't know why she would want this, honestly, but apparently she does. And then we just had settlers pop out from Mutal and Memphis. But this should be Lizzie should be the first one to 3 cities here. Okay. All right. I mean, again, the floodplains, right? Look at how many floodplains tiles she has. If she gets left alone, this is going to be a very ugly game for the rest of the field. It's just can she avoid aggression? It's really the story here. I mean, so like this is what she's up against. This right here, worst enemy of Pakal, worst enemy of Kathy, worst enemy of Montezuma. This is the danger. Um, but if she's able to just sit here and cottage up those floodplains tiles, then it's gonna get ugly for the rest of the field. That's the issue, right? All right. Anyway, by the way, what is Kathy doing with this settler? Just kind of wandering around down here. Let's go through and take a look at the capitals real quick because we're on turn 25, which is when I like to do that. Again, McCall has no resources connected. This is why I was out on him. I thought his early game would be bad, and it is bad. This is better here. Some farms, not much more than farms, but still definitely better. Monty got his pigs connected and has the ivory. He just needs to get a road over there. He's researching ag, which I guess he needs for his second city. We've been checking in on Liz, and all she did was mine the hills and farm the corn. But as you saw, that's more than some of the other leaders did. So Kathy, yeah, she has everything mined, and now she's going archery over animal husbandry. So her tech choices have been very poor in this game, very lacking. And then meanwhile, Hattie, what is she doing? She's running double pre. Oh my goodness, she's running double pre specialist. She really, really wants a profit apparently for a shrine. This is very inefficient though. Like she is not philosophical trait, so this is a real slowdown. What you want to do is you want to do this in like a secondary city, right? So like this city has a corn tile. Like you could build an obelisk and then toss 2 pre-specialists in here. Obviously, it would cripple this city's growth curve, but you don't really want to do this in the capital. I guess she has the food for it though. She has a 5 food and a 4 food, and then a 2 food. Is that 2/2 yield? Yeah. The the farmed plains marble tile 2/2 yield. So yeah, that's I mean she's gonna get an early shrine, so maybe her religion spreads. It could work out well for her if her religion spreads, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I would say that this has been a rather poor performance from Kathy so far. Anyway, so where are other settlers? Remember, it's the archer on the map. So Hattie going north, Pakal going north. Kathy finished this one early, but I don't know where it's going. Like she built it in this city and then she walked it towards her capital, so I don't know what that is all about. I thought that she would I really thought that she was gonna plant her city right here on like the beginning of the game, but she has not done that. Um, at least she finally did get her resources connected, or some of them anyway. As I said, it's not been an impressive opener from her. She's really been pretty disappointing out of the gate, at least. And that archery research is all right. So Pakal is going animal husbandry, which is what he needs. But again, he's not going to get there until almost turn 40. So yeah, he's been a long time chasing. All right, this is like another Elizabeth city. It's super fertile, no production, but it's a ton. I guess it has a plains cow, so it has some production. But yeah, on the lower end of productivity to be sure. And then Hattie, wait a minute, where's Hattie's settler? Here it is. Looks like she turned around because there were barbs marching around, so that's a bit of a delay for her. Get that plains cow, indeed. Got to get that plains cow. With an archer and a warrior, she should be fine to not lose this unit. Lizzie is not currently building a settler. All right, so Kathy built the settler here and has walked it all the way over here to the east. I guess she's going for this spot for some reason. Somewhere over here. And then Frederick, who I'm barely paying attention to. Sorry, Freddie. who apparently has an unhappy citizen in his capital, is apparently going for this spot over here. Yeah, he's going to go for that spot. Okay. All right, so Hattie, not a very good city, but I mean, it does claim ivory, so that's +1 happiness once it's connected, so that's something. Um, and Kathy went for this, so she's really going for the animal husbandry spots. And I guess to her credit, she finally managed to get this connected. And she's going to have Stonehenge, which means that she'll get a profit down the road, but as I said, a pretty questionable opener for her here. All right, where are other settlers? Freddie still has one. Oh, Freddie got hit with a barb city in an unfortunate spot. Yeah, because this is probably Frederick territory. That's not where he wanted that to appear. Interesting. That's kind of going to separate the map in kind of an unusual way. It's going to keep Frederick and Kathy in particular a bit split off from one another for the time being. Kathy's research, well, she doesn't have any roads yet, so her research is not amazing. She's going to finish Stonehenge for what that's worth. This is a good spot for Frederick. I mean, this is a nice, neat animal husbandry, but Plains Hill, floodplains, a lot of food. It's a nice city. Yeah, Monty put his third city down over here. I guess he built that while we were watching some of the other stuff. Decent city, double food resources, low on production, but not bad. So map's starting to get filled up a little bit. Hattie's got another settler. Kathy has one in production. Frederick has one. Recall. So we're going to see another round of settlers pretty soon. Doesn't look like there's any out on the map right now. That is a worker, not a settler. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any on the map right now. There is also, of course, that third religion out there too, the monotheism religion. So that's something to keep an eye on too for down the road. I guess we should look at Stonehenge because that's about to finish. Again, I don't. This would be great for some of the other leaders, but it's not very handy for Catherine. She also needs wheel tech pretty badly here. So, like, I guess you get a profit down the road, and you will hit 4th ring borders pretty soon here in the capital, but how valuable that really is, I don't know. Not having roads is not great. Not so good. All right, bronze working from Lizzie. Does she have copper nearby? She does. If she settles over here, she'll be able to connect that. Also going hog wild on the archers right now for some reason. Don't quite know why that is, but she is going all out on it. 4-turn settler here, 5-turn settler. So Pakal still does not have the pigs connected at his capital on turn 38. It's not great. Not great. He's working on archery now. Kathy apparently struggling with her research too. Still 7 turns to animal husbandry, yeah. Well, Hattie did end up getting her profit, so that she's gonna have a very early shrine here, like super duper early. Once she gets them up there. Now, did she fire the specialist? No, she's still running the specialist here. Okay, girl. That's a lot of priest specialists to still be running this early. I don't know about that. But, she did get her shrine up super early. So that'll help the religion spread for sure. I believe the spread chance like doubles, and she's running another priest specialist here. What is she doing? Is she running 3 pre? All right, she finally dropped them there. I thought for a second she was running 3 priest specialists, but no. Freddy's on a 30-turn ironworking. Yeah, his economy not looking so great. He also needs the wheel tech and has ignored it. Yeah, this is bad. He's just crippled himself because once the AI starts one of these techs, they won't swap off it. Oof. I mean, this is going to take him, it won't take him 40 turns, but it's probably going to take him 15 to 20. And so that just means the wheel's going to be delayed by all that time. That is not good. He is really going to be hurting on commerce by not having the wheel that early. Anyway, so Kathy is getting more of her resources up. She's just struggling on commerce right now. She's actually not working this tile because she's trying to build this settler super fast. But that's only going to crash her economy further if she doesn't get some actual roads to connect her stuff together. Anyway, all right, so Elizabeth finished bronze working, as we saw. I believe we just had a couple settlers finished. Yeah, there's one here for the Aztecs. There's one here for Freddy. Let's see where this one's going. Going to come into contact with Pakal soon, it looks like. And I know Catherine finished one too. All right. I mean, not a terrible spot, but not great either. Um, and where is Kathy sending her settler? And she just finished one, didn't she? Here it is. It's just standing in the middle of her territory. Where did that go? Where is it? Where did her settler go? Oh, wait, what? Where is it? Where did her settler go? How did she? What? Northeast. Oh, it's under the worker. Okay, I was like, wait, what? There weren't any barb units there. It couldn't have died. I think it was under the worker. Okay. I was like, what? Anyway, I was like, did she delete it or something? Anyway, so Monty did get a fourth city down over here. And again, like I said, I don't think this is a good look at how boxed in Pakal is. I don't know, man. I think he just gets stuck on like 6 cities or something. I don't, and like Liz still has a lot of room to grow, and Hattie, and to a lesser extent, Catherine, who's been a bit tardy in terms of expanding. But I don't know. I just don't think this is a good map for Pakal. Did he finally get his? All right, he finally got the pigs connected down here. Yeah, Monty's spreading out pretty well. We'll see how long he can last before he goes insane and throws himself at someone. But yeah, he's got the religion for extra happiness. He's got good food hammers there. Kathy is not expanding, you guys. She has a settler here, another settler. I guess she has 2 more settlers up here, but they're not on the map yet, so she's certainly not pushing out very quickly with these. Meanwhile, Hattie, oh boy. Well, this could be good or it could be bad, because Hattie just grabbed this spot right here. It is on a hill, so that's probably good. And it picks up some beautiful resources. But yeah, like, Kathy, please just get the gold. Well, it won't help her because she doesn't have roads yet. And for some reason, God knows what reason, she's researching fishing tech, even though she has no seafood resources. I don't know why she'd be researching that over going for the wheel. That's such a bizarre research call. Um, So yeah, Hattie, I mean, she's looking good. Catherine has just bungled this opening really badly. She has researched texts I didn't expect her to research and settled spots I didn't expect her to settle. So yeah, honestly, kind of liking Hatshepsut and Elizabeth's position right now. Look at all these cottages Elizabeth has. All right, we'll check out the research rates on turn 50. But yeah, I'm not feeling so confident in that Catherine pick right now. I think the terrain was there for her to have a great opening, and she just has researched the wrong text over and over again. So yeah, not looking so great for her. Pakal tossed down a third city here, so border tension incoming between Pakal. This could be really good for Lizzie as well if border tension causes Monty to go after Pakal. Maybe. There's still an awful lot of space in this portion of the map because Kathy's not expanding, and Monty's mostly gone to the west so far. Plus, we still just have the one Barb City. It's like whatever leader we think is a favorite is always going to start messing up in some way. And she's got a settler here. Now, I wouldn't be shocked if she just plants right here. Nope, going further west. All right. Well, we're 50 turns in. Another Barb City has just popped up. And it's probably not good for Kathy because that's almost certainly where one of her cities was about to go. So Kathy somehow has only 3 cities. She has 2 settlers on the map, but somehow only 3 cities. I don't really know how that's possible given her situation, but I guess when you build a Stonehenge, that's the kind of thing that you end up with. So let's look at our graphs. Hattie is leading the field in score by a pretty good margin at this point. Now, some of that is just land points, like just from having land, but because she has expanded borders at her capital and second city, but it's not nothing either. Having a lot of land is meaningful. All right, in terms of GMP, Kathy and Hattie are the leaders. That's not a surprise. But Colin, wow, Freddie is. I mean, we've been ragging on Kathy, but Frederick is just horribly bungled his start, even to an even worse extent. Production, everybody's reasonably close right now. Food, Monty is leading there. Freddie at least looks better in that category. Power, Monty and Lizzie have metals connected. Bacall's building his resourceless Hulkins. The others, I don't think, have metals connected. Culture. Research rate is probably more significant. So Bacall's 8 beakers, Kathy's at 7, Lizzie's at 26. That's Freddie's at 5, and on an expensive tech, Hattie's 16, Monty 13. Yeah. No one expected Frederick not to suck, it's true. Little was expected of him. Um, little has been gained, but little was expected. I will say this is probably not great for Kathy that this Barb City popped up here either. Especially because that sometimes messes up their pathfinding on the settling patterns too. Like she's got 2 settlers wandering around, but not enough just to have them want. Oh, she is going for this spot here. Is she finally going to connect her gold? No, because she still doesn't have the wheel tech, so she can't connect her gold resource. Looks like she's going to settle on the silver. All right, well, and for some God knows reason, like why would you settle here? Of all the places you could put this city, why here? This is such a bizarre spot to settle on the on the ivory. Well, it's like what? Ensuring that you can never work the gold tile. Okay. Also, it being turned 50 and not having roads is kind of a problem. Yeah, I don't know what she's doing here. I guess she at least gets the silver in this city. Um, if she got sailing, she'd have a connection up here. Oh well. So 5 cities, but these settling decisions have been very questionable. I just don't know what Kathy's doing. She's really done weird stuff in this game. Like Liz is also on 50 cities, or 50, also on 5 cities, but they're higher quality cities. She's got a billion cottages everywhere. Yeah, again, if she is not taken over, this is going to be ugly. Oh, I guess Moscow's not on the river down there. Okay. Well, Monty's building Temple of Artemis, which is interesting. Does he have Marble connected? No, he does have Marble in his territory, but I don't think he has the text for it to connect it. Also going for bronze working. So we still have that 3rd religion out there too, which could shake things up. Anyway, let's just see if there's any settlers out on the map. Looks like there's a Monty one marching its way through the jungle down here. Probably going to take this hill spot. Now that is the real poverty point there, you guys. At least Kathy, for her sake, is on the wheel. I still think there is some potential here from Kathy down the road. If she can get roads built and her resource connected, but she's definitely slower out of the gate than I was expecting. We'll see. She needs to get these Barb cities. If she can get these Barb cities, that would help a lot for her. Anyway, Hattie is building the war chariot, so she may have a chance to snipe these Barb cities if she builds them. And she still does just have the 4 cities. Does she have another settler over here? Nope. All right, so Hattie has not been expanding that well. Or does she have a settler in the capital? All right, she has a settler in the capital, so that's not as bad. Liz needs to expand a little bit. Wait. Oh no! Oh no, she lost the city of the Barbs! Ah! I was like, didn't she have 5 cities? Oh no. We should have revealed the map so we would have gotten the pop-up for that. Oh no. Well, I will screenshot that, but Elizabeth, why? Why? Yeah, and she has a archer infestation here. She's actually getting some of her tiles pillaged. Oh no, Elizabeth. How can this happen? Yeah, look at that. She's still having tiles pillaged. Actually, this city almost died to Barbs too. If this city had not been on a hill, she probably would have lost this one. Look at that, 1.2 and 0.9 health. Jeez, good for her. She put it on a hill tile. Anyway, wow. Okay. Well, that definitely set her back a lot. Losing that city really tosses back her growth curve a good bit. Okay. Huh. By the way, Freddie did get another city over here, but this is a total garbage city. It's a fishing village. I guess you can build a lighthouse and work water tiles, but it's pretty sad. Meanwhile, Monty, between his religion and, he's got the holy city here. He's kind of boxed in Bacall completely, and Bacall's going to have to deal with this is on his copper too. Bacall's going to have to deal with a Barb city on his copper. Now, he does have an iron resource, so it's not a disaster, but he's going to have to go all the way to ironworking to have metals now. At least he has resourceless spears, the Hulkins. But, I told you guys I didn't think this was a good Pakal map. So far, it's Hattie and Monty that are really like running away with this. The biggest question in the game is probably going to be where does Monty go with his first war? He does not have copper though. He does have iron, no copper. Of course, his Jags are resourceless. He will probably research ironworking relatively early. I don't know why he's going for priesthood. This Temple of Artemis build from him is very weird. Yeah, Monty might get Oracle. I mean, if he ever built, oh, he does actually have. Okay, he can actually connect the marble. Well, that makes the Temple of Artemis build more manageable once he gets that connected. Kathy is almost finished limping to the wheel, so maybe she'll be able to connect some of her resources. Again, it's just such a big difference having a city like this that has 0 resources connected over, I don't know, something like this that has, 6 resources up. Hattie's going to be in competition for the Oracle, it looks like. She also has the settler marching down here. It looks like she's going to grab probably this tile right here. Let's see if that's where the spot is. Yep, not bad. Plains Hill. I mean, it's still a bad city, don't get me wrong. There's no food bonuses here. Unless she steals... she did steal the floodplains tile. That's smart. Actually makes that city worth founding because it gets it up to +4 food. Yeah, it shows she's sealed off the entire eastern corner of the map to herself. Yeah. What happens when the Barbs raise a city? You built a Great Wall, apparently. But Liz still needs to get out there and expand. She's on 4 cities, and she has no settlers on the map and no settlers in production. This is a problem. That's just not enough cities to be competitive long term. So there's a worker there. All right, Kathy does have a settler. Almost got the wheel done. So now she'll finally be able to connect her resources. I don't suppose Monty's plotting yet, right? No, he's not plotting war yet. In turn, no religions have spread. Do we have worst enemies? Okay, Hattie is taken over as the worst enemy now of Colin Monty. I guess because she's got a different religion. That said, he's much more likely to attack someone who's close by. This city should be about to pop its borders, right? Yeah, and then there's going to be some border tension between these two because they both are going to expand borders. So Pakal, did he get another city? He put this one on the coast, right on the horses. So once he roads there, he'll have at least horses connected. Actually, he already has horses connected. What am I talking about? He already has horses connected. He's got chariots running around. Why is Monty spamming wonders? That's a good question. I can see the Temple of Artemis with the marble, though that's still kind of weird. But the Great Wall is so bizarre. At least he'll get a little fail gold from that. He's also building the pyramid. What is he doing? This is so unlike Monty. He usually does not build wonders very much. Okay, Monty the Wonder Builder, apparently. Oh, wait, there's a one-tile island. And we have, oh, wait a minute, we have a new religion. I wanted to get the screenshot for that. So Liz is the one who found the 3rd religion. I think people spotted that in chat, although I did not spot it. That is probably bad for her because it means she'll have a different religion from Hattie and Montezuma. And that means she's much more likely to draw aggression from Montezuma. Gives her culture. It's true, it does give her culture, but we also, by the way, have to sink this one-tile island into the sea because we do not want the AI to settle there. One-tile islands are bad, and let's just get rid of that. This is just, I failed to spot this while the setup was in place. So, yeah. Wait a minute. Did I do that correctly? I think I might have deleted the wrong tile there. That's the one we have to get rid of. Wrong tile. Okay. Well, I don't think it matters that much. I got a snow tile. Okay. Well, now you get to watch now you get to see this on the map too. RIP whatever English colony would have been. I don't think it matters much. No one was near there. It's fine. Orphan the crab, did I? Looks like the crab is still pretty accessible if someone settles there. Deleted the wrong tile. Yeah, okay. It's fine. It's fine. No one's gonna notice. And that does need to be coast. Okay, whatever. All right. On we go. Nobody saw that. This deep sea trench right off the coast. Nobody saw that. Apparently the archers are already hanging out here. Now this city is not on a hill, so this one actually can get captured. Liz is apparently going for this barb city as well. I don't think it'll fall until someone gets a better unit than an archer, though. Kathy does have some settlers wandering around, yeah, including one that's unescorted. I don't know where it's going to go, though, considering these barb cities that are over here. Well, she'll figure out something, presumably. All right, so Hattie finishes the Oracle. Let's see what she grabs. Monarchy, interesting, interesting. We'll see if she goes hereditary rule with it. Does she have any wines? No. Does not appear to have wines, but yeah, she's certainly claiming a lot of territory for herself. There's an unescorted settler running around. Looks like the roads are finally starting to get built in Kathy's territory, and she's going pottery, which is the necessary next tech. So she's recovering her economy, but she's definitely behind as Monty builds Temple of Artemis for God knows what reason. He does have the marble, of course, but this is still very weird. I mean, now he's going to get either a prophet or a merchant. Might get him a prophet for his shrine is the thing. Anyway, so Liz still, look at this. Monty is -2 with Elizabeth. He is furious towards Hattie, even though she's on the other side of the map. That's pretty funny. It's very rare to see a furious when they're not actually at war. This is the peaceful furious. Pretty rare. Anyway, it looks like some of these archers have already gotten promoted. Yeah, furious at -3. All right, well, here's a new Kathy city. Where's the food? I guess it'll get her marble, so that's something, I guess. But yeah, she's kind of gotten stymied a bit by these barb cities. She needs to push north into the jungle. Fortunately for her, there's still room here. I mean, Liz is still on 4 cities. I don't know, and she has no settlers in production either. No settlers in production. Look at this. 4 cities. No settlers on the map. No settlers in production. Yeah, that's the danger. I guess Kathy's going to settle here too. She has no defender, but it looks like she's going to get away with it. This will be nice once she gets iron working. Gems will be good. So a slower than usual start for what's her name? For Kathy, but starting to get there, getting the resources connected. She's going to have 3 happiness here as soon as that mine is connected, so she'll be able to grow her cities. Yeah. Too bad no one can work the gold tile to get the yield from this tile, but I mean, that's a lot of happiness, so she's starting to recover. All right, okay, this could be the biggest thing that we've seen yet. Monty has taken Elizabeth's copper. That's Elizabeth's copper resource. It's intended to be hers. She might not have metals. I mean, there's an iron resource here, but and it will get in her borders eventually, yeah. But she's going to need to go to ironworking. If she doesn't go to ironworking, she has no metals. And that could take a while. Yeah, Monty's getting pretty strong here, you guys. Monty's looking pretty good. Time to be worried. If Monty can ever do this in a game, it might be this one. So, I mean, we'll see. Again, still the biggest question of the game is who does he launch himself at first? Because he's going to attack somebody, right? It's going to happen. Who does he launch himself at? By the way, Frederick, we have not really been paying attention to Frederick, but he still does not have ironworking, which means he still does not have the wheel tech. This guy is so pathetic. Maybe he's excuse me, maybe he's first to die, but he's looking terrible. And so the sad thing for Hattie is kind of kicking butt right now, but Elizabeth is looking bad and Frederick is looking god awful. And that means if they fall, she will almost certainly fall too. So it's a little bit disappointing for Hattie because she's been playing so well. But I mean, this guy is like, what the heck? Kathy has at least begun to recover from her questionable opening. But yeah, oof, it's not looking good for Freddy right now. He looks like he'd collapse if somebody sneezed on him. What resources does he have? Wait a minute, where's his metal resource? Oh, he has iron. He has iron. So he's going to be able to get iron. I mean, he'll have to get the wheel so he can actually connect it. Well, I guess, yeah, he'll have to have the wheel to connect it. But he does have iron. He's researching ironworking, so he'll have a metal. But Man, oh man, this guy Freddy, evidence is really out there. This guy is not a good AI. By the way, Kathy has yet another settler out there. So even though Kathy horribly messed up her tech path in the early game, she's really good at expanding, and like that just makes her a well above average AI just because she expands really well. She's on 7 cities. Monty's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. McCullough's on 6. He just gave us another real poverty point candidate. I mean, I guess he gets stoned from this, but what an odd game. We're really seeing some AIs excel and some AIs just horribly face planted this game. Really interesting. Is Hattie stacking? That's a good question. She is not plotting war, but she is defending this city pretty well with her war chariots. Kathy, I believe, still doesn't have any metals connected either. Yeah, so she has forces but no metals, so she's pretty vulnerable too. I know she has iron, so she'd have to connect iron to get. Yeah, she doesn't really have copper. I guess she could maybe get some copper, but we'll see where this settler ends up going. This random settler here. So Kathy's definitely on the rise. Monty is strong, Hattie's strong, and then Kathy's on the rise. I guess I shouldn't be quite so dismissive of Pakal because he does have good research. I just think his long-term prospects are pretty weak because, like, where does he expand from here? These two cities are basically useless. I guess he'd have a chance to go take out Freddy, maybe, but, like, he has no happiness resources. None at the moment. Like, Kathy's cities are just going to be so much bigger with 3 happiness resources. And if she gets ironworking, 4 happiness resources. Like, I just feel like her potential is a lot higher. We did have an additional Hattie city up here, and this one's on copper, so if she didn't have it already, she will in a minute as soon as she roads up there. Actually researching sailing now for some reason. Don't know why that would be. If you just want to look at the relations real quick, here's the setup here. Pakal is cautious with Frederick. We had the question on that. Yeah, another Lizzie Coppergon, exactly. She's just gonna have to get to ironworking, and then she's gonna have to hold this resource that's gonna be way out in the 3rd ring. So looking a little dicey for her. Such a good start too, but like something about losing this city to the Barbs like fried her brain because she has not added a. She still does not have another settler on the map or in production. I guess she's just gonna stagnate on 4 cities. And she's going for another religion. Like, what is she doing? This is so weird. She has copper to the east. I guess she has one over here. I guess that's true, but she would need to build a city to claim that, right? Yeah, anyway. So there's still people hanging out outside these barb cities, but again, you really need at least axes to take them down, and really swords. Swords are much better. Monty is, oh no, Elizabeth has finished the Great Wall. I thought for a second it was Monty. No, but he's going to get some fail gold from that because he was getting relatively close. Did he already get it? Yeah, he got about 100 fail gold from that. I love, by the way, that we have that term fail gold. Let's just see if anyone is plotting war real quick. No. Monty. Wow, Monty, what's gotten into you? 70 turns and not declaring war on anyone. Nope. Nope. Freddy, no. It's just all redded out because he still doesn't have anything connected. But hey, Freddy, he finished ironworking. Let's give him a round of applause. He finally finished ironworking. I said when it popped up as 40 turns, I was like, oh, he'll finish it in like 20 turns. No, I think it actually was close to 40 turns to finish ironworking. Oh boy. Well, Freddy, congrats. You have ironworking. You don't have the wheel. You don't have mysticism. So you can't expand your borders. You can't connect any of your cities together with roads. You can't build granaries and you can't build cottages. But he's got the iron. So good job, bud. Good job there. All right. He is going for the wheel, which is the correct tech. But another 8 turns to get the wheel. Oh, my God. What? I mean, like this. Okay. So like this start is not amazing, right? It just has the 1 food bonus at the capital, but like it's not that bad. It does have double floodplains. It's got 2 unhappy faces. He just has botched this start in an absolutely unfathomable way. And pigs, yeah. And pigs. Yeah, it's double food resources and double floodplains. It's not that bad. It's not as good as like Gilgamesh had in that game, but it's not terrible. He just totally borked his start in like a ridiculous way. Anyway. So archers are still hanging out in these cities. Looks like they just killed another Kathy trade. Oh, well, Kathy managed to promote this archer to city garrison too. So good job there. Most of the map has been settled by this point. Are there any other settlers out on the map right now? I thought Kathy had another settler wandering around, but I guess not. She has workboats out exploring. That's a worker. Liz, no. Monty, do you have any more settlers? Those are workers, and another worker. Okay, I don't see any settlers out on the map right now. Huh. Weird. Okay, well, we'll just advance a couple turns then. See if anyone's able to get these barb cities. This always happens, by the way. The AI hang out with like a million archers and warriors next to barb cities. And then they often... Oh, no, there it is. Okay. Oh, man. So I guess there was a settler that I missed up here. Wow. What? Just claiming the ruin. This is the middle finger from Kathy to Elizabeth. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna settle right next to the ruins of your city that the barbs burned down. Oh my goodness. Literally 4 tiles from London. What is this? And it takes... Oh my god, that's the iron resource. That is her iron. Oh my god, the iron resource. Oh my god. If and Kathy should probably be able to hold this tile because it's first ring for her. Like, I know that this city has a lot of culture, but this will be third ring against first ring. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Lizzie's not going to have any medals unless she gets the copper over here. But, like, she's systematically lost every spot where she... And then maybe she can get this one, maybe. But she needs to build another settler, and she's not building settlers. Jesus. That is a power move. That is Kathy, the girlfriend, the jealous girlfriend with the power move. You don't want to go out with the boys tonight. You'd rather spend the evening with me, wouldn't you? No. I joke, but we've often said that Kathy is the personality of the jealous girlfriend. I don't want to stereotype too much, but I think there is some truth to that. All right, well, Kathy, Jesus, girl. Okay. Now she's starting to look a lot more respectable, right? I mean, it looked bad 30 turns ago, but she has been bracing up the scoreboard recently. Just needs to get metal connected. She just needs to stay at peace for a little while longer and take this Barb City. Interesting game here, you guys. An interesting game here. Well, Liz is about to found another religion, which is probably not what she needs, but she's going to get it because she just finished Code of Laws. Yeah, Monty on ironworking. So, okay, shoot. All right. So 2 things here. New religion, Code of Laws religion pops up here. Kathy switching to Hattie's religion. This means that Kathy is more likely to go after not Hattie because they share the same religion. Pulled her up to cautious. So now annoyed with Elizabeth. So it's looking more likely that Elizabeth could be a target. How about Monty? Who is Monty still focusing on? He is really the one we've got to watch. Now he is furious. Now he's peaceful furious with Elizabeth too. He's actually not that happy with Catherine either, which is interesting. He's cautious with both Pakal and Kathy, but he is peaceful furious with Elizabeth. Now they still don't have any border tension until their borders actually do not. They're next to each other, but the borders do not touch. Where he actually has 5 tiles of border tension with Pakal, who, by the way, has crammed another city on the coast. So to his credit, Pakal is on 7 cities, but the cities are very low quality. Like, they're just non-existent production in most of these spots. He's also really struggling with this Barb City because that's denied him copper. By the way, are you plotting yet? Wow, what is up with you, Monty? Monty the Peaceful Builder. He's going for pyramids, but I don't think he's going to get them. And Hattie put a city over here on the East Coast, which was probably smart. Yeah. Wow, what a weird game. Oh, Kathy didn't even have bronze working, much less iron working. Well, that was probably smart for her to go for other stuff. She had higher needs, honestly. I still can't get over this city. This is the biggest FU city. Anyway. Does Liz... Oh, Liz finally built the settler. Okay. So if she takes the settler and sends it there, she may be able to get metals connected. So she still has a shot at this, you guys. She might still be able to do this. Let's see where this settler goes. And I think she is, in fact, going to send it over there. Okay. Oh, but there's a Hattie settler over here, too. Oh, boy. The race is on. The race is on. Who's going to get this spot? Oh, boy. They're both heading in that direction. Oh, my God. All right, now we rarely discuss this, but Hattie, Elizabeth moves first in turn order. So we'll go Elizabeth first, Hattie second. They might also just split the territory too. It is possible that like Elizabeth plants here and Hatshepsut plants here. Let's just see what happens. This is a surprisingly exciting settler race here. Oh no, it's in the third ring. No, it's in the third ring. Oh, it's gonna take 100 turns for culture to get up there. Hattie actually turned around. She should honestly just settle like right here, but she turned around her settler. Oh, Liz, why? Why? Oh my God. Whew. Yikes. Okay, well, I mean, she still has not gotten attacked yet, but how long that's going to last is another question. Also, by the way, Frederick is still in this game. He just finished on the wheel, so now he can build roads. Now going for fishing. Okay. And it's not even coastal. No, it's not even coastal. Oh boy. Well, where's the settler going? Is it turning around? Is it going to take this one of these? Oh, and there it is. And that is the last one. Oh, I guess there's an iron resource up here. So if she researched ironworking and put a city up there, she could get an iron. That is the last conceivable spot. Does she have a settler? She doesn't. All right, she has a settler here. She might settle for this iron. She might settle for the iron, you guys. All hope is not lost. There is the possibility of getting this iron. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she has ironworking. Or wait, does she? She does have ironworking. Okay. I mean, her teching is good. That's not the issue. How much longer is she going to have before someone comes after her? Monty is still not plotting war. Kathy, of course, is not. She doesn't have metals connected. Lizzie does not have metals connected. Pakal, wow, this is a surprisingly peaceful game so far. And of course, Freddy is not because he's hopeless. Watch it be Hattie that yeah. Watch it be Hattie that goes after her. That would be something, wouldn't it? Apparently the whole stack of archers is over here, still checking out this Barb City. Well, anyway. Yeah, that's where there's like this this empty spot on the map is because these two Barb cities are preventing anyone from grabbing that. Anyway, Monty kind of stopped for Pakal. Look at Pakal just settling around all the Barb cities. Again, we shouldn't count Pakal totally out of this game. I mean, as I said, I don't think his land is very high quality, but he is financial. He does have a lot of floodplains tiles. He does still have a chance to get back in this game, potentially. But it does feel like Hattie, Monty, and Kathy is on the rise as far as who is looking better in this game. Kathy needs to get iron working pretty badly because she needs to get a metal resource connected and would also let her chop jungle. Sailing is not obviously as important of a priority. So she's still kind of stalled out until she can get a little more tech. Well, she did just get a great profit, so that's interesting. And Hattie got another great profit. How many cities does Hattie have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She has 10 cities. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Kathy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Liz has 5 with that addition. Monty, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Hattie is the most territory and is deservedly leading the field in score at this point. I think she will continue to lead the game. I'm just worried for her because if Liz and Frederick get taken out, she's going to be very vulnerable from a diplomatic perspective. But maybe she can make friends with religion. It's possible. She does have an awful lot of territory, and she's got a lot of happiness. Look at their capital is size 13. She's really putting the hereditary rule. I believe she's the only one who's in hereditary rule. Yep. Early hereditary rule is pretty nice. Let you increase that. Liz got the iron. Ah, she did. There. So she finally did get her medal. I'm a little surprised no one came after her sooner than that, because it took her 80 turns to get there. But I mean, I suppose Kathy has been left alone and she doesn't have a metal resource yet either. So, all right. So Liz will at least be able to fight back with metal units. Um, so Pakal has picked up Monty's religion, which is not unexpected considering they're next to each other. This means Monty is less likely to go slamming into him. Yeah, he's up to pleased with um, Pakal, but boy, he sure doesn't like anybody else in this game very much. Amusing that he's -3 with Catherine, and he's only cautious as opposed to furious at -3. So yeah, she's peaceful. Monty, I cannot believe Monty has not tried to attack someone yet. This is not the Monty we're used to. Just out of curiosity, what does the power situation look like? I mean, he's leading the field in power. Freddy is somehow third, I guess because he connected his medal. Okay. Well, we would expect some of these. Yeah, I was going to say I'd expect one of these to take over the Barb cities. And apparently a random warrior captured the Barb city there. Just one of those random combat results. Interesting. Random Aztec warrior just gets the last hit. So Kathy is now on ironworking, which is mentioned is probably the current key tech for her. So yeah, the map's pretty much settled at this point. Pakal is finally going to get this Barb City soon. He's hitting it with chariots. And eventually the chariots will win enough battles because he can outproduce the AI by a pretty wide extent. Definitely will help Pakal once he gets rid of this stupid Barb City in his back lines. It's not great for Kathy that she has this Monty City in like the middle of her territory. Also, that's a lot of border tension here. A lot of border tension here between Elizabeth and Kathy. And oh, there we go. Finally, he's plotting. Again, if I had to guess, I would say it's Elizabeth, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Let's see if we can spot where he's building his stack. It does appear that there might be a stack being rallied up there to Xochicalco. Nope, actually, maybe not. Oh, wait, Eliza's a settler here? Oh, surely not. Surely she's not going to drop a settler there. So that's not where I intended to. Okay. And Freddy also signing his death warrant by adopting Elizabeth's religion. How did Kathy get the pyramids? Well, I guess she was working on that for a while. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, if you wanted to trigger Monty further. Oh, he's got his. I think this is where he's building his stack. So, what's the target? Probably Canterbury. But by the way, somehow Hattie did not have raiding tech before that. All right. Well, we'll see. This Barb City's lost one of its archers, apparently. Pyramids is pretty nice for Kathy. Did she swap into some kind of different civic, just out of curiosity? Nope, she's still in despotism for now. Let's see if she goes into representation or something like that. Anyway, I'm trying to watch Monty because I'm curious where he's going with this. Well, there it is. I mean, I think this was predictable. Monty declares on Elizabeth, so yeah, the Elizabeth first to die is looking a little bit better right now. Poor Liz, this is just not her game. I mean, at least she managed to get metal connected, or else this would just be over. If she can get to feudalism, she can drag this out. If she can't get to feudalism, this is going to be over very quickly. Monty, of course, does not have catapults, but I mean, power versus, yeah, just she does not have enough build queues to hang with Monty for very long. Yeah, there goes Newcastle. I don't suppose that's not much of a surprise there. Somehow this Barb City is still hanging out. I thought that those chariots were going to capture it, but I guess that didn't happen. So Liz's tiny little bizarre city got razed, to no surprise. So I guess the only other question is, would Hattie be plotting war with anybody? At the moment, no. It is amusing that this one little city up here is keeping her supplied with metal for her entire economy. This city's on a hill, so that could be a little tougher to capture. Nottingham is not. London is not either. So for the moment, it looks like it's just going to be a 1v1. But I wouldn't be shocked if Kathy joins later once she gets metal connected. A great spy. All right, she does now have metal connected. Ironically, via Elizabeth's metal. But Kathy won't plot until she has a chance to build some more units. So yeah, Hattie is still just doing her thing over here. But can she outrace the rest of the field is really the question. Sorry, Liz. All right, and we're on turn 100. So where is Monty putting his stack together? He's got a medium-sized stack up there. And then he's got more units down here. And then apparently everybody and their mom's trying to take this Barb City now. War chariot all the way over here. Archers on a hill are pretty tough to dislodge, though, until you get at least swords. Also, Kathy, what's going on here? You'd think you could stop your marble from being pillaged. Anyway, let's look at the turn 100 graphs. So GMP, to no surprise, Liz and Hattie are leading the field in terms of GMP. By the way, Freddie, this is just an embarrassment. like what happened in this game? No, Pakal still doesn't have the Barb City. It's still there somehow. I mean, he's going to get it eventually, but he is still struggling with that. Oh my God. Okay, production. Yeah, like look at this. So for Pakal and Lizzie, their production is just like non-existent, which is pretty bad. I think this is really kind of the way the field is stacked up right now. Hattie 1, Monty 2, Kathy 3, Freddie just horrible. Yeah, Kathy, as soon as she connected iron, she started building units. Kind of got our three viable competitors right now, and then the rest of the field. And Pakal's like semi-viable, but I guess his score is lower than Elizabeth, and Elizabeth's on what, 5 cities, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities, I guess, counting that as a city. Look at all this jungle that still needs to be chopped down too. Still that massive jungle belt. And in terms of research rate, so Pakal 91, that's probably one of the best. Yeah, Kathy does need to work on her economy. Only 36 peakers per turn. Elizabeth 81. Fred. What? Excuse me. What? He has 2 beakers per turn. Okay, he is upgrading to be fair, but it's still pretty bad. All right, I'm a little surprised Hattie. Actually, Hattie's running a deficit right now. Yeah, she's actually running a deficit, and her economy is not that good either. I guess because she's just so large. So her beaker rate's not particularly impressive either. And then Monty is also running a. He must have gotten some fail gold because he's running. Oh wow, he got a. Oh, you know what he did? He probably got a great merchant from the. It looks like he got a great merchant from the Temple of Artemis, and now he's just burning through his great merchant gold. Why are there 2 observer civs in this game? Okay, so he is upgrading, but this is he's just waiting for someone to come kill him, basically. All right, Monty was building, yeah, maybe, but I think he. Hold on. No, he definitely got a great person from Temple of Artemis. He probably got a merchant from it, because I don't think he has a shrine. If he got a prophet, he would have used it on his shrine, and he doesn't have a shrine, so he definitely got a merchant from the Temple of Artemis. He would have 100% used it on a shrine if he could. Does Frederick have pottery? I don't think he does. No, he doesn't. Oh my God. Okay, well. It's just a horror show over there. Anyway, let's see if we can spot when Monty goes in for the attack. So he's got a little stack here. That's too small to do it. So remember I said this stack is too small to do anything? There are 2 archers in this city. This stack should be too small to do anything. This looks more like what you'd expect. Apparently the War Chariot lost to the Barb City over there. Kathy should probably try to kill the Barb City before she goes on the offensive. But all right, she's plotting war. I mean, it's almost certainly got to be Elizabeth, right? Because she's got the border. She's annoyed. Look at the border tension here. It's almost certainly got to be Elizabeth. Um, I guess it could be Hattie, but she does have border tension with Hattie. But the annoyed just makes it so much more likely than the cautious. I mean, that's like a pretty big drop in relations. Hattie's putting a lot of units too. Yeah, well, she's not plotting war at least. Liz is in a war, so there's no point checking. And apparently, Pakal is plotting war with somebody too. Well, he doesn't like Liz or Frederick or Hattie, so and he doesn't love Kathy either. So it's probably one of them. I mean, I guess it could. Wow, Freddie's actually got a decent sized stack here. He's not plotting. Wait, well, he's plotting war too. Jeez, okay. All right, Freddie. Yeah. He's probably going after Pakal, honestly. And that's a pretty good stack, I'm not gonna lie. All right, well, we're gonna have more fireworks soon. Freddie has one thing in his units. True, his economy is absolutely garbage, but he does have some units. All right, anyway, well, we'll keep an eye out. Hattie looks like she is being left alone, which is not bad for her. Monty, I'm still trying to figure out where he has like a main stack. He seems to be not quite having a real stack here yet. I was kind of thinking he'd be sending more units in, but he hasn't done that yet. All right. Oh, here it is. Okay. Yeah, that's more like it. Oh, they. I was like, is it that Barb City? So finally, Pakal gets his Barb City. Finally. Took him a while. So I don't think that might. So like, regardless of what happens in this game, I think my read on Pakal was right that he would struggle in this game. Because like, look at how weak he is in comparison to the score leaders. I just said I didn't think it was a good map for him, and it really hasn't been. All right. Anyway, though, so this city, okay, this city did manage to get some defenses in there. So this is not going to be enough to capture Nottingham. Monty probably needs catapults to make more progress. Yeah, he just promoted some of the. Look at that, all the archers got promoted. And Elizabeth is on feudalism, so that can allow her to drag things out for much longer. That said, Monty's on construction, so that is the counter to feudalism would be. You've got construction to take the walls down. Will anyone capture this city? All right. Freddie, are you going to move out with this stack soon? He certainly built up enough units there. Yeah, she got the Great General because she cleaned up that stack that was attacking. That Monty definitely needs to get construction. I do think Hattie has a very real chance to win this game, especially if she just gets ignored and everybody else fights wars that go nowhere. I think she's got a real shot at it. Liz, I think, is probably doomed in this game. I can't see her surviving. Well, by the way, look at all these units from Kathy. Starting to stack up some real units here, although I guess there is the possibility she could be going after Monty, which would be really something. All right, there it is. There's the war we're expecting. Where's all the units, though? He only sent half his units. Interesting. Well, these are the two lowest entities on the scoreboard, so I don't know how much is going to come out of this. Neither one has construction tech, so this is probably just one of those wars that wastes everybody's time and drags them back to the pack. Anyway, yeah. So I'm also curious to see. All right. Well, this stack I think we know where Kathy's going based on where this stack is headed. Now she does not have construction tech either, but this is a pretty good initial stack. And there's the war declaration. Why did she declare? I don't know why she declared on that turn instead of waiting until she had the big stack ready to go. I mean, if this pops across the border, like York is probably not well enough defended to hold that. Well, if Elizabeth gets feudalism, she can hold out. Anyway, that's war declaration number 3. So everybody's in a war now except Hattie. So we'll just keep an eye on her. So yeah, this is like Liz probably can't win the game on her own, but if she stalls for a while, she can win the game for Hattie here. Like that's definitely in play. But like the number of production queues here is just so heavily stacked. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 17 cities against 6, and this is barely a city. I mean, thank goodness for Lizzie that she did. You know, if she hadn't settled on iron, I don't even know if she would have gotten the iron connected in time. It's kind of fortunate for her she settled directly on the iron resource. Otherwise, I think she would have been in a lot of trouble here. I mean, she already, don't get me wrong, she's in immense trouble already. But it could have been even worse, honestly. Well, it might not. Honestly, the thing is, Monty just finished construction tech. So, like, if he brings catapults and takes down the walls, it might not actually take that long at all. He also just finished his shrine, which has not been a widely spread religion thus far. Just 7. Like, sure, these attacks won't be able to break through, and I know that feudalism is incoming, um, but like once the walls start to come down, it's not likely to be pretty. Anyway, we should just keep checking with her to see if she's plotting war. So Kathy went hereditary rule. She's only on writing, so she's a kind of a good ways away from potential construction. All right, Monty does not have any catapults in this stack, unfortunately for him. He actually won a battle with this City Raider axe that's on 8 HP, or 8 out of 5 XP. I don't think he has enough to, wow, so the longbows are literally getting here just in time on Elizabeth's part. Yeah, she just barely got the longbows up. Just barely got the longbows up in time. Oh yeah, there's a war going on over here too. I probably should have focused on that. It looks like Freddy had a stack wiped out. I wonder if is Kathy prioritizing construction as well? Nope, calendar, which makes sense. She has a lot of calendar resources. Also, everybody has now ignored this Barb City. Except Hattie. She has some war chariots attacking it. So she might actually get that Barb City. If they decide to attack, which they didn't that turn. All right, so here's the big stack. I think if she had gotten here before the longbow, she might have had a chance, but she's going to have to attack into 2 longbows, and that's not going to happen. So it looks like Liz got her defenses up literally in the nick of time to hold out. Also, Monty, you need to build those catapults, buddy. They're not going to do anything if you don't build them. It's got a couple in production, but so Liz will be safe until catapults take out the defenses. Yeah, there's. I think Kathy realized that that was not going to happen and just pulled back without attacking. Kindly suggest getting some water. I appreciate the suggestion. Yeah, I'm actually feeling fine. It just I've got a little bit of a cough. All right, now over here, anything going on in the Pakal versus Frederick war? Not at the moment. Not at the moment. Okay, that is a good wonder for Kathy because she actually has a decent number of coastal cities. 4. And economy is by far her weakness. Plus, she actually has open borders with the a bunch of the AIs. So, yeah, this is quite a bit of extra commerce for her. Yeah, look at that. A lot of extra trade route income. Yeah, probably got like additional 20 commerce from per turn from that. So she should be able to tick up her research a little bit, which is not especially great right now. What's Hattie's research? Still not really taking off yet. It's too bad for Hattie she's not financial. If she had that trait, she'd just run away with the game right now. But definitely good for Catherine to get the Great Lighthouse. Anyway, Lizzie is also getting pillaged here, but again, her cities are pretty safe for the moment. Yeah, York took some damage, but the attackers obviously got the worst of that. A couple of the swords managed to win their battles. Some chariots look like they either won battles or retreated from battles at low odds, but like that's just not the city's just not going to fall until catapults are in play. That said, it's probably not too much longer until catapults are in play up there. Monty's got he still doesn't have any in this stack. He's healing this. He's got a catapult in production there. He's got a couple of them rolling off the production line, so just a matter of time. It's really like how much time can Elizabeth buy for Hattie in this game? Can she buy enough time for Hattie? And she might actually do so, because Hattie could get to the point where um, she just, like, maybe if Hattie just gets to rifles early enough, then, like, no one can compete with her. So that's, that's in play. That stack did get a catapult. Where is it? It didn't. I don't see it. I don't see one in here. Could be wrong. There's one tile behind the stack. Yeah, there's one tile behind it. So then the question is, does this stack wait for the catapult, which is one tile behind, or do they all just start attacking? Or do they just throw themselves away because there's no catapult? Oh wait, there is a catapult in that stack. There's two. Okay, never mind. They was at the top of the list. See, I'm so used to looking at the bottom of the list because the list tends to sort by high combat strength at the top down to low. But I guess in this stack, the catapults actually are at the top in terms of strength. So, okay, so there are several catapults in that stack. Over here, it looks like this war is completely wasted between Freddy and Bakal. I think Bakal should win the war eventually, though, because he has way more build queues to work with, right? Like, Bakal has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 against 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Bakal should win this eventually, especially if he can get construction. He should win this pretty easily. Oh, he already has construction. Okay, so we should keep an eye on that. I think that Freddy is probably not long for this world either. Anyway, so Nottingham is going to start losing its defenses. Yeah, and longbows are really good, but they're not hold out against that many units good, I don't think. Also, Hattie finished the the turn 100 archery is pretty funny. Does Pakal have iron? He does. Yes, he does. Freddy has no culture. That's true. He doesn't even have city walls here. What the heck? Wow. This is incredibly rare. A city with no culture and no city walls. Freddy still doesn't have mysticism, does he? He does not have mysticism. So, yeah. He doesn't even have archery tech. What the heck? He can't even build archers. The turn 120 archery tech. Okay. Okay, buddy. Um, okay. So yeah, that's a thing. By the way, Pakal slipped ahead of Kathy in score because Pakal has more cities now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like 9 to 8, and I think he has more population in them. So keep an eye on that too. All right, let's see what happens up here at Nottingham. So there goes the defenses. I think these attackers win. Yeah, 23 units. I mean, longbows are good, but there's only 1, 2, 3, 4 longbows in this city. I don't think that's going to be enough. Poor Kathy is beating her head against this very well defended city now. I have not only played a no cottage variant, I have played a no tile improvements at all variant many years ago. Anyway, that's a side story though. I think that Nottingham is about to fall here. And down it goes. And Liz cannot afford those kind of losses. Hattie finishes Chichen Itza, waiting for it. Come on, city capture pop up. All right, as expected, once catapults are in play, these cities can't hold out. By the way, if Monty takes over all of or most of Elizabeth's territory, he's going to be completely out of control because Lizzie has, I mean, like, look at her territory, right? Look at all these cottages. This is absolutely gorgeous terrain. Plus, I believe she built some wonders too, right? I mean, Hattie's built most of them, but I guess it's just the Great Wall. But yeah, if Monty gets Elizabeth's territory, this could legitimately be a Montezuma win. I know it seems crazy. Okay, yeah, let's advance by one turn so we can see the power loss. It should be kind of a slaughter for Elizabeth, I hate to say. Yeah, that's a shark fin, as we like to say. Pretty good shark fin. So yeah. The thing about Monty is I did not think Monty would have the discipline because like he didn't start the war until almost turn 100. I didn't think he'd have the discipline to wait that long. I thought he'd just like go slamming into a neighbor at like turn 60 or something. By the way, is Hattie plotting war? Nope, not plotting war. And again, this can be one of the weaknesses of the peaceful AIs is like they don't go to rescue each other. By the way, she's going to found another religion, so she's probably going to try to go culture later on. Meanwhile, Kathy, I mean, has a good stack here, but this is longbows in a city on a hill with 40% cultural defenses, so can't imagine that that's going to work very well. Yeah, she just lost all of those units. Kathy, you need the catapults. Need the catapults. That did not work. On the plus side, she is researching construction, so. But yeah, that was not good. Well, let's see the drop on the power bar graph here. We just have to advance a turn so it'll show up. But I imagine that oh my god. Brutal, absolutely brutal. That was as bad as Elizabeth's loss, if not worse. Plus, she probably promoted all the defenders. So there's yet another religion going up for Hattie. As I said, absolutely brutal, but at least she's researching construction. By the way, still a Barb City over here. Still this Barb City. It's just like forgotten to time. Kathy's got a couple units over there, but doesn't seem interested in attacking it. All right, Monty now has horse archers as well. He's been healing up his stack. It probably will be ready to move out on the next target soon. And just checking in on this war, still not much action, but I think Bakal is starting to build up a decent sized stack. Freddy is researching masonry, so he'll be able to build walls. That should be able to help him a little, but Bakal is catapult, so he should be able to knock down any walls that are built. So here comes Kathy back for more. Kathy, just wait a couple more turns. I picked you to win this game, not hurl gigantic stacks into longbows on top of hills. All right, so this, yeah, where's he gonna go next? Gonna go for London? It said this city, let's see, 20, 30. This city, Vladivostok, is actually not that far off from having its borders swallow up York as well. It needs to hit that 500 culture, so it's not quite there, but it's not that far off either. All right, I don't know where Monty's going with this stack. I guess towards London, my best guess. Something like that. Anyway, Kathy can now build catapults, but she'll have to build them and then get them up to the front lines. And just checking it over here, it looks like still a stalemate in that war. Other thing, Hattie still not plotting war. She's a very peaceful leader, so current situation of the game is set to just continue for the time being. A lot is also going to depend on how much of Elizabeth's territory goes to Monty, and by the way, that's going to be super annoying for other AIs if they attack Hattie later. Although it is in her border city, so if someone sniped this on the first turn of a war, they would then immediately pick up the statues. But like, who gets what city from Lizzie's downfall is going to be really important. If Monty gets most of this territory, he's going to be a monster. If Kathy gets at least like half of it, she's going to be in a strong position too. By the way, this Barb City is still hanging out here. Kathy's got a series of units here. Of course, so does Hatshepsut. And she just built a great library as well. She's just building all of the wonders. But still, the main thing I'm just curious is where are these Monty stacks going? As I said, I imagine they're going to London, but I mean, sometimes the AI pathfinding is just really weird. She's just like building a wonder every turn. It's pretty funny. Egypt, 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 Egypt. I'll print screen that because I'm amused by it. Anyway, so it looks like all of Kathy's recent stacks just got obliterated. There's a Guerrilla 2 City Garrison longbow and a City Garrison 3 longbow in that city, so they've just been feasting on her. Yeah, she really needed to really, yeah, she had another loss, but albeit a smaller one. Also, Pakalo is now way ahead of Freddy, who, by the way, apparently finally got some. Oh, he got his culture from Moai statues. I was like, did he finally research mysticism? No, Moai statues. So he should be able to start. Pakal should be able to start picking up cities over here soonish. Anyway, it looks like London is still the main goal. Kathy needs to get catapults before she can do something. Where is it? Maybe this stack is going down to the Canterbury. Well, Kathy wins the lottery as far as who got the Barb City. So open up. It's actually a really nice city. Look at this. It's got double food resources and a calendar resource too. And I know triple food resources. It has clam as well. That's a really nice city. Interesting. All right. Yeah, that's a pretty insane city. So she just won. I mean, it's just dumb luck who's going to capture the city when there's like 5 different nations outside it. All right. And Pakal's still struggling to move his stack down here. He's still not exactly being too speedy. All right. There is no catapult in this stack. Not that it's that big. I still don't see any catapults here, although I know she was building some. Um, there's one. I know she built a couple. Also building aqueducts for some reason. Anyway, Monty's been wandering this stack around for ages, and he now has elephants too. Obviously, elephants can't take city raider promotions, but the higher base strength does make them pretty good. Looks like Lizzie hit this stack with some catapults, and then it's healing up now with medic promotions. By the way, Hattie built yet another wonder, albeit not one that's that valuable in the Hagia Sophia. All right, anyway, just still watching Monty as he wanders the stack around. All right. He really should probably not pillage these tiles because he's going to take them over. You would think. Liz is just like totally bunkered up in her cities right now. Just trying to survive. I'm a little surprised it's taken Monty this long to get to London. I mean, he was in Nottingham, right? It shouldn't have taken that long, you would think. How many units does he have here? 23. How many units are in this city? Probably not enough. London is not on a hill. So if those defenses go down to 0, oh, I don't fancy that city can survive. Could be wrong, but these units have mostly healed up. Some of them are pretty heavily promoted too. Yeah, those units are not going to get it done, Kathy, but at least you have a catapult to start knocking down the siege. All right, meanwhile over here, just to peek in. So yeah, this is a pretty good force too. I would expect Cologne will also fall, to be honest, but let's watch London. That's a capital. See if the attack comes in this turn. All right. Neither city got attacked that turn. So we got to watch London, and then we'll try to shift the focus over there as well. Although I guess Pakal does move first, so let's see. Pakal moves first in turn order, so let's see. Nope, not quite able to break through, but over there, Monty was able to. And that basically dooms Elizabeth. If she had any chance, she doesn't anymore now that she lost her capital. So far, Monty's cleaning up most of the spoils. But there's still Hattie lurking in the corner. How big of a lead can Hattie build in this game? We'll see. I mean, technically she is running this. Oh, I was going to say running the same. She is running the same religion as Kathy, so Kathy might not be super inclined to go fight. They're actually at +10 right now. Interesting. That's good news for Hattie that she's managed to make an ally of Catherine. Now, long term, well, that's a lot of religious faith bonus, +6, geez. And then another civics bonus as well. Maybe Hattie's not as doomed as we were thinking long term because she's been able to make an ally of Kathy. Yeah. All right, well, we'll see. I think right now it's Monty and Hattie are the favorites. I mean, they're obviously leading in score, but because like Kathy has not been able to get territory from this war yet. Okay. So she's taking down the defenses. Unfortunately for her, the city on a hill was a lot harder to break, and she promoted all those longbows so heavily. This is going to be a much harder nut to crack. Also, another religion founded by Hattie. She's so going culture in this game. She's 100% going culture, but that could be bad. If she goes culture and stops researching, it could be harder to survive. Oh well. Anyway, over here, so it looks like that attack on Cologne failed. Looks like attacking across the river was insufficient to break the city. So if you want to see that on the power chart, yeah, Pakal, a big loss, and Fredry really didn't lose anything at all. That's kind of surprising. I thought Pakal would just run right through him, but no, Freddy of the 376 point score is somehow still holding out for the time being. So, okay. All right. Anyway, so Kathy is now working on the defenses at York. They're almost down, but I think she's going to take her multiple rounds to take this. Swords just don't do that well against longbows on hills. It's a little unfortunate for her that this city was on a hill. If this city had been on flat ground, I think she would have had way more luck. And like Monty is now going after this city, which is on a hill, but it's later in the war after Liz has already been worn down a good bit. Anyway, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the catapults will do enough for a breakthrough at York, but I didn't think so. Um, yeah, it's really tough to crack longbows in a city on a hill. Just very, very tough. So Kathy killed some units, but not enough. And so far, she's not gotten anything out of this war, which is pretty bad for her. Yeah, look at that, another huge loss there for Kathy. So far it's been Monty cleaning up all the spoils. That said, Kathy has certainly pulled units down here. Oh, Freddy converting over to Buddhism. That's probably smart for him. Let's see if he can hold. There's a new attack coming here against Cologne. Oh, there's only a few defenders left in there. Does feel like Freddy is slowly getting worn down here. But I expect Canterbury is going to fall here. And Monty looks like he is having success at getting Liz's cities. Yep, that one was down. So double captures, and Bakal has picked up this. I actually think Bakal is looking a little better for second place right now because he has, he's probably going to take over Freddy's lands, and that puts him in decent spot to finish second behind either Hattie or Montezuma, one of the two. So that the Bakal for second is looking a little better right now. And then it's like Hattie versus Monty will determine the winner potentially. Kathy is not playing badly, but can't seem to get over the hump in this game, for better or for worse. Had some bad luck in some respects, like getting stuck on this hilled city here. She just can't seem to kill these units. She's going to have maces soon with civil service, and she needs machinery then after that. But if she picks up maces, will do way better against these just by going up to the 8 base strength. By the way, as Hattie completes yet another wonder. But yeah, Monty has so far gotten almost everything out of this war. Monty is going to be just enormous after this war if he gets all of this. If he gets all the remaining English cities, he's going to be absolutely massive once they come out of resistance. And then the question will be, can he hit Hatshepsut before she gets too far ahead? Because she's definitely ahead. But as you said, Monty's growing to gigantic size now. And that's the thing about Monty. Once he gets going, he's not going to stop. He's going to keep pushing. Yet another religion. Was that the Divine Right religion? I think it was. I wasn't watching what Hattie was researching. That was the Divine Right religion. So how many does she have? I think she has founded like 5 religions right now. Let's just check that out real quick. All right, so Taoism 1, Buddhism 2, Hinduism 3, Islam 4, and 4. She has 4 religions. Lizzie founded 2 of them. That's right. Liz has 2 and Monty had 1. Good call. You guys had it in chat. That's still a lot of religions, though. 4 holy cities is an awful lot. And one of the things that we've learned due to some of the code cracking that the AI community, Civ4 AI survivor community has been doing, is that the number of holy cities is like a really important thing in terms of whether an AI goes for culture or not. I'm sure that was already known somewhere at like Civ Fanatics, but I did not know that. Check Memphis for a shrine. Okay. 29 cities. So Buddhism has been very widely spread. Worth a lot of money. Apparently she went Divine Right before metal casting. Okay. All right. I guess that's a thing. Okay. As I said, this city is not far off from popping borders and then swallowing up York, so Monty might take the city and then gift it to Kathy. We also might have one of those situations. Oh, Monty finally got his... Wait a minute. He founded Lizzie's religion? Did he already have a shrine for his religion? Yes, he does. So Monty has double shrines now, too. That's pretty nice. He doesn't tend to invest quite as much in spreading religions, but that's not bad. Let's see. So now Monty's going to have a crack at York. Let's see how he does against this city. Finally got the open borders request. Oh, it's turn 150. Let's wait until Lizzie's gone and then we'll do our big review. So Monty not able to crack that city either. Although he did kill some of the defenders. So now it's going to come down to who gets the last hit between Monty and... Look at some of these jags and axes. City Raider 3 axe. Double City Raider 3 axes. Okay. I mean, yeah, it's just a matter of time now. So Monty probably gets this city, but we'll see. It is possible Liz could get the last hit, too. Yeah, Monty is first. I mean, they're slowly wearing this down with repeated attacks. And there's Sistine Chapel, which is a very important wonder if you're going for a cultural victory, which I suspect she will. Yeah, what a tough city to crack here. I guess Kathy now finally has elephants of her own. York is just holding out, holding out. I guess we should check back in over here. Somehow Freddy is still holding for the time being. Somehow. Does she have 3 cultural cities? At the moment, not so much, but she hasn't. It's still early. Yeah, here's a better stack from Monty and a better stack from Kathy. I mean, it's just eventually you're going to get worn down because you can only build so many units. It's down to just 1 longbow remaining in this city now. Kathy founded a golden age. Okay. Her territory has a really weird shape thanks to this Barb City being over here. This might be the worst we've ever seen an AI play. Well, he's not even going to be first to die, so... I mean, is it worse than the games where someone was eliminated on, like, turn 85? I don't think it was worse than that. But it hasn't been good. All right, Kathy moves first, although she might stop to bombard before attacking. Nope, she attacked. That means Monty almost certainly gets this. Oh, for Kathy, Monty fell just short. So that means Kathy is probably going to get this because she moves before Monty. As long as she continues the attack, which I suspect she will, one of them is going to get it. I saw 1 chariot left alive there for a second. So Kathy finally does get the city that she spent ages beating her head against. And Elizabeth does the AI who converts at the very end of the game. These final 2 cities are not nearly as well defended. So again, it's just roulette of who, by dumb luck, gets the city captures. Monty has deservedly gotten most of the cities so far, but we'll just have to wait and see. All right, while they're getting ready to move on, let's see what Bakal's doing over here. I will say it's a little embarrassing of Bakal that he has not been able to take out Freddy, who is just so unbelievably weak in this game. Did he ever get mysticism? Yes, he did. And he actually does have construction, but he's just, yeah, really far behind. I don't suppose Hattie's plotting war. Nope, still not plotting war. Still not plotting war. As we start to move into the Renaissance now. Yeah, we're like late medieval, early Renaissance now. Bakal's researching guilds. I would have to think that knights will allow Bakal to finish this conquest. Because Freddy is not getting to longbows. It's not happening. And knights against archers is just an absolute slaughter. Freddy has masonry. He teched masonry a while ago. Look at Kathy using her open borders to slip through and get closer to the city. So once again, we got the dice roll of who gets this. Monty has 6 catapults here, so it's like random, but it's like a random calculation that's weighted in Monty's favor because he has way more units in the vicinity. Kathy actually just has mostly catapults here, so it's hard to see this going to Kathy, although I suppose it is possible. So all the defenses are gone now. So Kathy will attack, but she only has 2 attackers, so she can't take this. Here comes the rest of her stack. So Monty should get the city, barring something truly bizarre happening. Yeah. And then there's just one to go. We'll see who gets the kill credit. Peeking back in. All right. Here comes Pakal. He's up against the German capital. It's now maces against swords and axes. So yeah, I mean, at just some point, if you can't continue advancing tech, you just starts to get ugly if your tech doesn't advance. And Freddy's tech is just not advanced. So maces, yeah, maces against swords is not a great matchup. Not great. So there is a longbow, a mace, an axe, and a spear. The galleon workers obviously can't defend. Hattie builds a very late Colossus. She actually has quite a few coastal cities too. So it's a nice pickup for her. And deservedly in the score lead at the moment, although I think Monty might take over the score lead by the time all these cities come out of resistance. Then again, a lot of wonders are contributing score points. There's no catapults here, so I'm pretty sure Monty will just attack and take this. We also have Pakal sieging down Berlin, but I think this attack's going to take place first over here. Let's see. And there it is. Liz is indeed first to die. Monty just taking over everything. Kathy only got one city. Monty got everything else. What a profitable war for Montezuma. Seriously, look at his territory now. Like, he is ballooned out here on the map. Some of these cities are still just starting to come out of resistance, but still, he captured an awful lot of territory. He has a happy cap of 26 there. This city just needs to grow onto those tiles. Yeah. All right. Elizabeth first die. Let's fill it in on all of our sheets. I'm sorry, Liz. I really wanted to pick many of you know my wife is Elizabeth, named Elizabeth, but I had to pick for the contest. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dear. So yeah, Elizabeth is first to die. Monty picks up the kill, and Monty looking strong on this map right now. So Elizabeth. So she is first to die. How do we do this again? 165. Okay. And then here we go. Game 7, turn 165. Okay. That looks right. Monty gets the kill credit. And of course, in the contest, Elizabeth first eliminated. That was about a third of the contest had Elizabeth, maybe a little bit more than a third, if I remember correctly. So we had 525 over. So 100 picks out of our roughly three. Okay, so a little more than a third. Like, I think it was like 38%, something like that. We're able to get that. And then in our fantasy contest, so Lizzie is out. Sorry, Amika, but she did at least score you 2 more points. And Monty picks up a point for Cutter Axis. Cutter Axis is looking pretty good here. If Monty puts up a top 2 result, could be the favorite. Could be the favorite. And the fantasy contest getting closer. So Slashin was so far ahead early, but it's gotten a little tighter recently. Okay. Back to Civ4 over here. All right. Advance 1 turn, and then we'll look at all the graphs. Oh, and as I advance the turn, we just had Pakal take out Berlin. So yeah, Freddy is not long for this world, you guys. Somehow was not first to die, though. Yeah, somehow not first to die. Okay. So we skipped at turn 50 looking at all the graphs. Let's do that now. Okay, so score. Everybody's reasonably close, and then there's this guy, Freddy, in this game. Hattie's GMP is way out in front of everybody else's. That's not shocking. Now, some of this is culture, but most of it is not culture. She really is the econ leader by a good margin. Production. So Kathy was in a golden age. Monty is now in a golden age. So it's a little tough to get the fair read on these guys because golden age. Food. Monty has almost closed the gap. And then Pakal was way ahead of Kathy, but now Kathy's evened it up. But Pakal should jump ahead in food again once he takes over more German cities. Also, Freddy in this game. Power, Monty, Kathy are tops. Freddy is, yeah, okay. Culture, you can see. The tiny decrease in culture. Observer Civ should not wait. I didn't declare on Pakal. I never declared on Pakal. I don't know what that means. Anyway, so let's just take a look real quick and see. So Hattie, as usual, is not plotting war. Is Monty already plotting war? I would not be shocked if he had been. He is not. Okay, so at the moment, none. In joke. Yes, beakers is the other count. That's the other thing we want to see. So Pakal, 300 beakers per turn. Kathy, 210. Not as high. Freddie is, yeah. Hattie, 405. I actually thought she'd be a little bit further ahead, but she's running a little bit of gold at the moment. So she's running positive. So not as, it's a little, her true research rate is probably closer to 500 beakers. And then Monty, oh wow, Monty. He's actually keeping pace with Hattie on research. Obviously, he has fewer techs, but still. All right, well, that is interesting. So now we'll go give our focus over to the Bacall versus Frederick Mercy killing. Oh, Monty's in a golden age. That's right. Monty's in a golden age. Okay. Oh, Freddy is the observer civ. Sorry, I didn't follow you there. Yeah, Monty is in a golden age, but he also has a lot of cities coming out of resistance. Oh, he's not gonna like this. Look at this. Oof, the border pressure there. Definitely not gonna like this. Monty does have a lot of border tension with both Bacall and Kathy, though, so it's not impossible he could go after one of them. Granted, peace weight will pull him. Peace weight and religious difference will pull him after Hattie, but it's yeah. Where he goes next is really interesting. Okay, he's pleased with Kathy, even though they don't have the same religion. Okay, well, he's probably going after Hattie, given what we're seeing here. Probably going after that. Also, Kathy is friendly with Monty, pleased with everyone else, so she might not. Now, she can declare it pleased, of course, but she might not go to war in the immediate future. Anyway, I just checked. Monty was not plotting as of like a turn ago. Anyway, their Mayan knights are riding around. Oh my god, this is just. I said this was a mercy killing. This literally is a mercy killing. Look at this city. It has an axe, and a spear, and approaching it are knights and maces. This is just, yeah. Oh, Monty's in free religion. You're right. That's why. That's why it didn't matter that he was in a different one. Huh. That's really weird. I guess, did he get, huh. Wait. How is he able to go free religion? He doesn't have the, did he pick up Shweta? He must have captured Shwedagompaya or built Shwedagompaya, because otherwise he wouldn't be able to go that, right? Okay, yeah. Oh no, he built it. He actually built it. Yeah, huh. I missed him building that. Gotcha. But yeah, otherwise he wouldn't have been able to go. All right, yeah, he's not plotting war at the moment. We'll keep checking in every couple of turns, but otherwise we'll just watch Pakal as he, for some reason, didn't just slam his knights into this city. It's like running around in circles down here for some unknown reason. By the way, that Barb city that Kathy captured is already size 16. Apparently she's running around with spies for some reason too. There's yet another shrine. Looks like Hattie's going to win the race to the economics merchant by one turn. Still, it's only a matter of time until Monty goes back to war. I mean, he's Montezuma. He's going to attack somebody. He's annoyed with two different people, so. Oh, you know, one other thing I've been right on so far, low war count game. I thought it would be low, and it has been. We only have 3 wars, and we're 170 turns into this game. It does not seem like it's going to be a high war count game at all. Because Freddy's going to be off the map, and when we're down to 4 AIs, that means that the total number of wars possible are pretty low, too. All right, Hattie just triggered her own golden age, and she looks like she's about to get liberalism, too. By the way, is Monty on rifling? Because he's already on printing press. Nope, just printing press. People in chat were spotting it, too. Poor Freddy. This is just sad. Yeah, let's see what she took with it. Probably astronomy would be my guess because of her tech flavors. No, it looks like she took nationalism because she already had economics. I guess she took nationalism with it. Well, there's the Taj. Remember, she has mausoleum, so she's going to be in. She builds Taj. She's going to be in a 24-turn golden age here. Not the worst. Monty probably needs to get a move on if he wants to have success at taking her out, but we'll see. As I said, I would say that like every turn that passes with Monty not attacking her is a good one. The only thing that would be better for Monty would be is if he immediately picked up rifling and then attacked like 5 turns after rifling, after he had time to upgrade everything. Because these two are definitely way out in front of the rest of the field. Like I said, just keep checking in periodically. He's not plotting war right now. This Monty has not been, you know, if Monty was this restrained in every game, he would do way better. He's been like a much calmer Montezuma in this game. So everybody's triggering their golden ages right around this point in time. Continue to watch this slowly getting taken out. Yeah, I think you're right. Monty didn't have starting copper. That's probably the main reason. No, aggressive AI is definitely on. You can check in the settings. See, it's definitely on. It's just, you know, sometimes just due to dumb luck. All right, well, there we go. There's the we have enough on our hands. Now, the question is, who's he going for? Probably Hattie. It's not guaranteed, though. Be funny if he wanted to go after Frederick. Like the world's biggest hammer against the world's smallest nail. Yeah. Clash of the Titans is probably more likely. And again, Monty can plot where it pleased as well. By the way, that is another shrine finished. And the Taj finishing. Yeah. Interesting that Monty's on nationalism. Maybe he's going military tradition. No, he's queued up the full democracy path. Interesting. I'm surprised he's not just going straight to rifling. Really plays into Hattie's hands though, not going for that sooner. Well, he's plotting war with somebody, so we're about to see who it's with. And Freddy is about to die because he's down to his last city. Maybe we can try to spot the Monty stack. Okay. I was like, maybe we can try to spot his stack. Yeah, here it is. 57 units. So this stack is going to go slamming right into this. Unfortunately for Monty, this city has 125% cultural defenses. Thanks to... Oh, this is the Moai city. This is a pretty valuable... Oh my god. This city has Colossus, Parthenon, and Moai in it. So I'd say that's a rather good city. Well, and Hattie's pretty well defended up there. We'll see. Just keep an eye on that. That's almost certainly where that attack is going. But Monty did not go immediately to rifling as he does in many games, so keeping an eye out. Definitely going after Hattie based on... I said right when the city was captured, I was like, oh, this is a lot of border tension. This is not ideal for Hatshepsut. Anyway, even though Pakal, I think, has not played a very good game here, he definitely has picked up... he's going to pick up the German territory, so that's probably going to accelerate him past Kathy, would be my guess. As I said, I think Pakal's actually in reasonably good shape for a second place finish, because one of these two is probably going to win, I would think. And then Pakal could then slip into the second place spot. Of course, Kathy is still in the game too, and you know she might pull something off as well. But I don't think Kathy's in serious position to win right now. Yeah, definitely make sure to bombard with the 2 trebuchets before slamming your 25 knights to the 6 defenders. So yeah, Monty's got a lot of knights up there too. He's actually researching pretty fast, but so is Hattie. Very fast tech pace for this game too. I actually don't think we're going to make it to turn 315. I think this game's going to be settled before that in one way or another. All right, Monty went representation. All right, but first we bid farewell to the game's very, very weak entry Frederick. He was absolutely pathetic in this game. Really one of the worst performances we can remember seeing. Yeah, but somehow not first to die, surprisingly. All right, so let's mark this down. So this is turn 188. 188, Frederick. All right, Frederick, turn 188. Game 7, turn 188. And our kill credit goes to Pakal. All right. We also want to mark this here too. No wildcard game for you, Frederick. Not that you likely would have done very well there either. All right, and then this doesn't affect the picking contest for today, but it does affect fantasy. So Freddie does not score any points for slashing. Unfortunately, did not get first to die points, and Pakal scores a point for Henrik. All right, back to the game. Minimize this. Okay, there we go. All right, Monty, you've been plotting more. By the way, Kathy, even if she's not plotting war, which I don't think she is one of the easiest AIs to buy into a war. She's very easy to buy into a previously existing war, so I wouldn't be shocked if she gets bought into whatever war starts over here. All right, so now we'll just keep an eye out on this. Is Monty still plotting? I would imagine so. But yeah, we can check. I would think so. And he's got a very large stack right here, which really can only go against one target. So Kathy went uni suffrage. Okay. A bit unusual. Oh, this city might end up with Statue of Liberty too. Oh my god. If this city ends up with Statue of Liberty as well, and Monty captures it, there, oh, yep, there it is. There's the declaration. Expected, but still exciting. All right. We have our big showdown here, because we said Clash of the Titans between these two. So let's do a quick look at the, now they both still have medieval units. So Monty's power is definitely higher. In terms of tech, Monty has not unlocked. He does not have military tradition or rifling, but I would expect he will pick them up soon. As far as Hattie, well, she actually has chemistry. She's definitely ahead in tech, but not by that much, and she's on communism. She also is only 2 techs away from rifling. She actually does have cuirassiers, which Monty does not have yet, and she's 1 tech away from grenadiers, so she is definitely not helpless here. A lot of this is going to be, can she stall this out? Currently, her best cultural cities are Thebes, Memphis, and Elephantine. So the countdown has kind of already begun. She hasn't turned on the slider yet. The problem for her is if she turns on the slider, she's going to start falling behind in tech. I'm also going to be curious to see if Monty just runs right through this first city or not. That's a big test. Can Monty take out the city? She has 13 siege units here. If he gets stalled here for any length of time, that's really good for Hattie. If he just immediately captures this city, especially if this city finishes Statue of Liberty and then he takes it on like the next turn, yeah, that would be bad for the rest of for anyone other than Monty would be pretty bad if he got Statue of Liberty. Now it looks like the Wonder did not advance, so it took out a quarter of the defenses. How many units are on defense here? Oh, not enough. That's not enough. There's a lot of cuirassiers, but they don't get defensive bonuses. That's 58 units. That is not enough defenses in that city once the walls are down. And Monty's on rifling. What is Hattie researching? She's been knocking out techs really fast, so it's been hard to see. Well, it wasn't rifling, which is what she needs. Is Kathy plotting now? Nope. Kathy kind of likes the rest of the field right now. If you're curious about the relations, she kind of likes everybody except Pakal, interestingly enough. I don't know if it would go that well if she went after Pakal, though. I think Pakal's stronger than she is. Is Hattie in uni suffrage and buying units? Good question. What civics is she running? Hatchip said she is in universal. Wow, everybody's in universal suffrage except Monty. So she's running 90% research. She just finished something, so we can't see what it is. All right, 21%. Military science. Okay, so she's going for grenadiers, I suppose. So this city is obviously whipping or drafting units. Oh, there it goes. Well, I don't think Statue of Liberty's finished, what that's worth, but Hattie, I think, needed to do a little bit better than that. And that's just picked up the Colossus for Monty, so all of his water tiles got the +1. Oh boy, and he's about to finish rifling. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's, yeah, oof. That's a lot of promoted maces. Oh god, every one of those maces can become a rifle. Oh god. He can have like 15 City Raider 3 rifles as soon as he promotes. Oh my god. So again, grenadiers get the bonus, but against rifles, but only on the offensive. They do nothing if they're standing in a city on defense. They do not get any bonus against rifles if they're defending. And I suspect she's going to be defending most of the time. Oh boy. Yeah, Hattie has dropped down to second in score. Well, she's been leading in score the entire game. If you just are joining us, she's been leading in score the whole game. Oh boy. And Monty is picking up rifling right now. Hattie, you need to get to rifling immediately to have any chance here. And the Golden Age just ended. So she's been in a Golden Age for 24 straight turns. Okay. I would expect Monty is going to start upgrading some of these units to rifles. Also, all of his, he's basically jumping right from knights to, oh wait, does he have military tradition? Can he go to calves? No, he needs military tradition to get his knights upgraded to calves. So he can't quite do that big upgrade yet. But it's not looking, oh wow, it's not looking good for Hattie here. Oh, I should need to show the bar graph, by the way, the power chart. Okay, she didn't lose as many units as I thought in that city. No, Hattie's land will not be enough for domination. I don't even have to look at the percentage. I can just tell you it won't be enough, especially because if he takes over some of these cities. Oh wait, he took over this city too. I didn't even see this happen. When did that happen? I must have missed that. I must have missed that. He took over this city too, though. Okay. Well, yeah, he's getting closer to the core. Is Kathy plotting by chance? Again, I don't think so, but we can try to keep an eye on the other two AIs to see if they're plotting, but neither of them seem to be. So yeah, we're pretty much just watching this right now. Keep an eye on what people are researching, but yeah. I think it's more likely that Kathy gets bought into the war than that she plots ahead of time. That's my thinking. Oh, this is just another monster stack with 40 units in it. Hattie's got a lot of cuirassiers. Oh no, she's researching physics. Did she turn on the slider? No, she's upgrading, which is probably smart. But she doesn't have rifling tech, which is what she needs. Nope, she's still 2 techs away from rifling. And turning off the research to upgrade is not going to get her there any closer. All right, turn 200. And Monty is going military tradition and, of course, also upgrading a lot of units with the plus 590. The AI gets cheap upgrades and deity. Not as cheap as they got back in the day, but still pretty cheap. All right, well, let's do a quick look at our standings. Yeah, look at the score. You can just see that the lead flipped with that city being that big city getting taken. Again, Hattie's GMP is still by far the best, but she took a huge chunk when she lost that city. That was a really good city of hers. That's her golden age ending. By the way, note the 24 turn golden age. Usually you like we get if you look at these graphs a lot, you get used to seeing the golden age bumps, which are like this. And then this one you just have the 24 turn bump, which is the double golden age with mausoleum. Pretty crazy. All right, Monty has pulled ahead in food, and in fact, Pakal has also pulled ahead in food. And then power we saw, oh jeez, womp womp, while Monty keeps increasing. If you're curious about beaker count, we can do this quickly because there's only 4 of them in the game. Pakal 822, Kathy 468, Hattie 520. Oh, she's upgrading, so that's, and Monty's upgrading as well. So we'll have to check back in on them when they're not upgrading. All right. There was a random cannon who's off by itself that Monty picked off. This is his main stack here, 40 units. He's got another 10 or so in this stack. Still mostly knights, though. He needs to finish military tradition, which he is, of course, working on.
It is entirely seemly for a young man killed in battle to lie mangled by the bronze spear.
All right.
In his death, all things appear fair.
Yeah, the Colossus loss definitely hurt her. Here comes the rifles. Did not upgrade all those maces yet. Still feel like it's just a matter of time here. This city in particular is projecting out an immense amount of culture. Again, I'm checking. All right, up here comes Kathy with it. We have enough on our hands already. So who is she? Well, probably Pakal because she likes Hattie and likes Monty. I don't know that it's going to go very well if she goes after Pakal though. I don't know. We'll see. Apparently, she doesn't like Pakal very much. Neither one of them has rifle units yet, so we'll check back in on them if they actually end up in a war. I mean, she could be like she can declare war at pleased, so she could be attacking Hattie, or she could be attacking um, Monty. She certainly has enough border tension with both of them. Like, look how much border tension she has with each of these. So I wouldn't be shocked if it's either one of them. Either, by the way, where is this stack going? Why is it going to Elephantine? Where is this going? The AI sometimes moves its stacks in really, really weird fashion. Big stack is just on a hill, random jungle hill tile. Okay. I mean, eventually Hattie's going to research rifles herself. Monty not exactly speeding along here. Instead of just taking the cities on the border, he's like marching deep into enemy territory. I guess he's going for Heliopolis next. What an odd target to pick. Nope, now he's over here. I mean, he's also pillaging a lot of tiles too. I'm just amused at this. I wonder if the Kremlin's going to finish here. Now, the AI doesn't really use the Kremlin very well, so it's not as big of a wonder for them as it is for a human player. Oh man, Hattie is just totally on the culture route. She's still ignoring rifling and going for radio tech. Now, maybe if Monty knew how to direct his stack to the correct location. She also went free religion, which means she loses most of her. Yeah, now she's only cautious with Kathy, but Kathy was already plotting, so that shouldn't matter in theory. Also, Pakal apparently does not like Hattie anymore either, although he's not plotting war. Yeah, Kathy's stack is here, so she's definitely getting ready to go hit Pakal. That said, she also is ignoring rifling tech. Her tech choices in this game have been pretty subpar. Yeah, she's researching corporation for some reason. She does not have military tradition or rifling, which would be really crucial techs for her to pick up. There's actually a window here to hit Pakal when he doesn't have rifles, but yeah, is not really taking advantage of that. All right, Monty, where are you going with this stack? Continue to run it around in circles in Egyptian territory instead of actually capturing a city. I mean, this stack is so humongous, it just has to walk next to a city. And he's got like 70 units in this stack. It should be able to capture something with ease, but instead it's just wandering around doing God knows what. There it goes again. All right, well, at some point he presumably will attack another city. I mean, if he continues diddling around here, I guess this is one of the three cultural cities. Hattie will eventually get rifles if he just continues messing around here. I mean, he literally started his attack here, right? And he walked his stack down here, all the way through here, and now it's down here doing nothing. It's just like in between two cities. Just utterly bizarre. So weird. I mean, he's killing some units. He's certainly pillaging enough tiles. These rifles back here. I don't know. I'm very confused as what's going on here. Kathy is picking up military tradition. Still building up her stack here. What a weird sequence in this game. It's like, all right, Monty finally has seized control of the game. It's like, actually, I'm gonna wander my stacks in circles instead of attacking any targets. That sounds like a plan. Oh no! Oh, the curveball! Kathy declares on Monty. What? The curveball! Oh my goodness. Maybe Monty doesn't have the game locked up. It looked like it was over. But that's why the game can always surprise you. Oh my goodness. Okay. Kathy, this was a questionable decision on your part. I don't see how you make progress against Monty, but Hattie gets a reprieve here. I mean, her top three cities, this one is one of the three legendary cities, but it still has not actually gotten captured yet. Because somehow, okay. Yeah, I don't know that this is such a great idea, Kathy, but okay. We need Pakal for the 3v1. Well, I think Pakal is actually on pretty good terms with Monty. He actually likes Monty quite a bit. Um, so he's also plotting war, but he does like Monty. Now, of course, he does have border tension with Monty. Quite a bit of it, actually. So who knows? Maybe it could be a 3v1. Never know. It is Kathy. She does like to backstab people. All right, where did she move her stack then? Here it is, right here. We'll try to keep an eye on this. This Barb City Ainu being in Monty's hands probably annoyed her a good bit, but I don't think this is going to work very well for her. In fact, Monty's probably going to target Russian units because they're still mostly medieval, and so he gets better odds against them. So this is a pretty large stack here. You'd think Monty could, well, Hattie is also going to build the UN too. That could make things interesting. We'll have to see what happens there. What an odd game this is. So I'm also very curious what Pakal does. All right, so here's the big Kathy stack is up here. So far, it's not going great for Kathy. Just has lost some power. But Monty still has not really attacked any of these targets. I guess he has like a secondary stack here, but does it have any siege in it? I don't know. It might be better for him if he doesn't have siege in it, though. Just attacks instead of standing there for 100 turns. Yep, he just plowed his way through. And that is a huge blow to Hattie because she just lost one of her three legendary cities. That's a really big deal. But maybe Paul's now been boosted into second place. So he finally managed to hit one of these locations. Where's the other? So he still has this stack over here. I think this stack keeps getting hit by cannons and collateraled, and then it keeps stopping to heal, which is why it's not going anywhere. All right, that was pretty. That was the Statue of Zeus city. Yes, also the Statue of Zeus and the Kremlin, Hagia Sophia, which doesn't really matter, and then also a shrine as well. But yeah, the Statue of Zeus that's pretty big. Now this is also then could be a target for Kathy as well. Let's see what she does. So here's her big stack. She does have a bunch of catapults and trebs. The problem is it's another city. Is this one on? This is another city on a hill, and she'll be attacking with war elephants against rifles. Now she probably can take this city, but I just don't know how much further she's going to make it beyond that because she's attacking with outdated units here, and like McCall's about to have rifling. Also, the former Barb City just taking. Oh, there we go. Hattie makes peace with. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Kathy, you are in trouble. You are in deep doo-doo now. So Hattie does get a reprieve, but she lost one of her three legendary cities, so that's going to set her back by a good margin. Heliopolis is now the third city, and this definitely does not have as much cultural infrastructure. Definitely not. Oh boy. Well, I do think the path is being cleared for a Monty domination win here. If he takes out Kathy now and then goes back after Hattie after that, he's looking good for potential domination. But all right, Hattie's going to build the UN, I would presume. Well, she's on military builds now, but if she builds the UN, maybe she can do something with it. I don't know. It would be Hattie against Montezuma, and that probably just splits the vote. Anyway, let's check back in with here with what Catherine's doing. Kathy has made some pretty poor choices in this game. This was probably the worst. Her tech path has been not good throughout the stack is starting to get hit by calves coming in. Unfortunately for Kathy, because her stack is because cavalry gets odds against everything in her stack, she's going to be suffering a lot of flanking damage here. You can see the cats and trebs are already at like half health. So again, I think Kathy takes this city, but I don't think she can hold it afterwards. It's just really hard to last when you are up against someone who out techs you and is double your size. So as I said, she does take this city, but I think it's going to cost her pretty much her whole stack. Look how low all these units are. A great general died in combat. Oh, Hattie just turned on the slider, did she? Yeah, she did, but unfortunately this city is going to take a while. She did, you're right, she turned on the slider. That's the problem though. I mean, she'll be able to drop this time down as she builds more cult like cathedrals in there, but losing this city and that right before the end of the war was pretty bad for her. That was pretty bad. All right, keep an eye on the stacks over here because a lot of units are getting traded in this vicinity. Monty's also able to move pretty freely here because there's very little culture in the way. And again, Cavs against like medieval units is just such a slaughter. So I don't think these trades are going very well for what's her name? Oh God, here's the Doom stack again. It's about 60 units in here. So this is going to move forward, and presumably one of these is the target. By the way, Monty's almost about to finish assembly. He's on assembly line now. This city's down to just two maces defending it. And the vultures are kind of circling over here too. If we look at the power chart, yeah, Kathy, this is not, Monty is still going up. This is not going well. Anyway, Pakal, I guess, is technically still plotting war. So just to go back to that, I mean, again, he's on good terms with Monty. He does have a lot of border tension. So question is it the border tension or is it the relations that matter more for him? I guess we're going to find out. Because he can throw another monkey wrench in here as well. Where's that big stack? Here it is. I think this stack's going for Vladivostok, I think. Anyway, so Hattie is running the slider. She is 100 turns away right now, so not terribly close. Well, that's nice for Pakal. He at least denies that to Montezuma. It's a great general's born. So yeah, this stack. Oh, one catapult, one trebuchet. Monty, do you have steel? Out of curiosity. For somehow he missed steel tech, even though he's all the way up here at assembly line. That's pretty weird. So he's not going to build siege units at this point, which could slow down his conquest by a good margin if this like humongous. Well, never mind. I was like, if this huge stack just stands in place, I was like, nope, never mind. They just went right through it, and Canterbury was indeed recaptured. So it's falling apart now for Kathy. Monty's at 37%. He needs to take out Kathy and most of Hattie, or vice versa, if he wants to win by domination. Yeah, infantry supported by catapults, indeed. So we will keep an eye on Hattie's cultural progress. Heliopolis is the one we have to watch. So look, I mean, she has improved the rate by a pretty good margin. Now it's down to 93 turns, but that's still a long way away. As I said, losing one of her three cultural cities really hurt her. But yeah, we still have a race here between can Monty run over the map before Hattie escapes it with a cultural win. It's a really good question. Fun seeing the potential two victory conditions there. All right. And then Pakal is still the other question of what is he going to do? Because he's supposedly plotting war. Here's his stack. I suppose he could throw this against Monty as well, but that would also be a questionable decision. Just like, does everyone keep hurling themselves at Monty to try to stop him? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, if Pakal goes after Kathy or Hattie, because he doesn't like Hattie very much either. He's actually annoyed. Of course, there's way on the other side of the map, so there's no border tension. But if he were to attack Hatshepsut, that would pretty much seal up the game for Monty. All right, Monty is apparently taking his big stack and going after York. Now there's his steal, so he's finally going to pick up improved siege units. Hell, I wasn't even watching. Oh God, he's going police state now. Jesus. Monty is not screwing around here, you guys. He's like, I don't care about representation. Give me police state. I didn't even see that he was advancing on this city. He just had like a random stack of cabs that just pushed its way through. His main stack is still up here. which should easily be able to run through York. So Kathy is wilting pretty quickly here. Police state is his favorite civic. It's true. He often, if he captures the pyramids, he often goes police state. We haven't even really seen infantry on the map yet, but he's upgrading all his rifles to infantry now. So this city, you would presume, just gets plowed through. Oh, he's going to stop the bombard. Good thing there's a catapult coming in here to deal a little extra damage. What are these? Where are these Pakal units going? Oh, there's a little Kathy stack here. I guess that's trying to siege this, but I would expect they'll just get wiped out by infantry, because infantry against cuirassiers get massive odds. Yeah. I'm also curious if Hattie's trying to build the UN, because she did unlock it with mass media, but no, she's even building Broadway in here, so she's got it down to 70 turns. So I mean, again, this game is on the clock, right? Like this is not. You got to keep that in mind. Like Monty does not have forever here to win this game by domination. Hattie can take this by culture. Um, so anything that slows him down is a big deal. Just like that ticking cultural clock is in the background. And remember, he won't start a new war if he's already in a war. Now, again, it is also technically possible that if Pakal declares war on him, he could take out Kathy's territory and then just take out Pakal's territory and win that way. That would also get him to domination. By the way, Pakal, are you still plotting war? Okay, apparently still plotting war. But the military edge is just starting to get so enormous for Monty that it's going to be very hard to stop him. The one thing that was slowing him down was his poor siege. But now he's got steel, so he'll just upgrade all his catapults to cannons. And now he should be able to take out defenses very quickly. So presumably he will be faster at this point, but we'll see. He's also actually not that far away from tanks either, because he already has assembly line and he's... Oh, Pakal, nope, Pakal going after Kathy. Okay. This is good for Monty, good for Pakal, bad for Hattie, and obviously bad for Kathy, because Kathy's going to die here. So 6 ores. And here comes the Pakal stack. Pakal's like, I'm going to vulture as my, going to try to lock in a second place finish. It's a good move for him. If he can take any amount of territory at all, he'll speed this up and also presumably just finish the war faster so Monty can then go after Hattie faster, presumably. We're still looking at 70 turns. Oh, interesting. That's slightly slower than it was before. Interesting. Yep, faster Hattie elimination, bad for Hatshepsut. Absolutely. So here comes the A big stack with a cannon. And another Pakal stack. Still has 2 trebuchets in this stack, so that's going to slow down the... He does not have steel yet, so that's going to slow this down a little bit. But yeah, Monty's got just a lot of units coming down here now. And there's no siege in this stack. So these calves and infantry will just attack, and they should be able to rip through the catapult defenders rather quickly, you would think. The catapult defenders. Yep. So not much left of Russia at this point, just the original core, and that's falling fast. Monty has still got a ways to go. He's actually got a ways to go on the population requirement too. 56% of world population, but so he's going to have to take out what remains of Russia, and then he's going to have to take a good chunk of Egypt too. But Egypt's tech has not advanced in some time because Hattie's gone for the cultural win. So she still doesn't have anything better than... Actually, she doesn't even have rifles. She has grenadiers. Grenadiers and, like, cuirassiers. That's not going to stand up to infantry at all. Especially because Monty is very close to tanks now. But, as I said, the game is on a clock, so... As Hattie continues to build more wonders. Montezuma physics, what the... I'm assuming he's upgrading stuff. Nope, his research rate's just apparently not that great. Why is his research rate so slow? So Pakal is now the research leader. He's actually running a lot of gold. Kathy's dying. Hattie is, of course, not researching. 1,000 per turn. Okay. Well, I guess his research, I guess his probably just has such immense unit support costs. Uh, yeah, he's got like 200 something units right now. You take a moment to sit back and realize Monty is making the playoffs. I mean, it looks like it. Any leader can do. I mean, we had Sitting Bull make the playoffs last year. Anyone can make the playoffs if they have a good game. And Monty's played a good game. Like he's done really well. Like you can't fault him. He's been great in this match. So Novgorod goes down. Bakal's still sieging up over here. But I mean, this conquest is taking time off the clock, right? Like this is taking time. So, like Hattie is still inching closer. She's not out of it yet. Well, I don't know what happened there. She went backwards in her cultural pursuit. Oh, this is not one of her. Wait, Heliopolis? Oh, she shifted her efforts over to here. Oh, she's actually down to 50 turns. Okay, she shifted over to a new city. It was no longer Pyramses. So yeah, I mean, she doesn't have much left, but if she can hold out, I mean, if she just gets a little bit longer, I agree she's insta dead as soon as Monty attacks, but this could be a little closer than it looked like shortly before. Plus Broadway bonus, right? As I said, this could end up being a little bit closer than it looked like before. I mean, oh my God, the one cannon in this stack is just killing Monty. The one cannon, he could obliterate a city instantly, but he's going to stop to bombard because he's got the one cannon. I would presume anyway. Has it always been heal? Maybe I've been looking at the wrong city. And then this city should get captured by Pakal. As indeed it was. 71 calves, 30 infantry. But we'll probably stop to bombard with the one cannon. This stack, though, might just attack because there's no siege in it. So stuff like that matters when you're racing. Yeah. Like, I mean, if you stop to wait for 8 turns here, like that shaves a lot of time off the game. I'm just saying that some of you thought that like this was over. I don't think it is. I think Hattie still has a shot here. I really do. I'm not saying that just to make the game more dramatic. I actually think that the fact that there's this stupid one cannon in his big stack is slowing him down a lot. I really do think that that matters. So, yeah, that I mean, again, if this city hadn't been captured, then I actually think the game that might, yeah, 43 turns. So we're looking at a time that's not that far off. So Monty really needs to get a move on. He needs either, so like he's not building siege units because his AI is like, oh, infantry 20 strength, cannon 12 strength. I'm gonna build more infantry, but like he has so many infantry already. He has 50 infantry and 80 calves in the stack. He doesn't need more of those units. He has more than enough to kill this city instantly. But because there's one cannon in the city, he's stopping to bombard, which is completely ridiculous. But as I said, it's slowing him down 50%. Like 8 turns to capture this city is a long time when the AI is, yeah, like compare that to what Bakal just did. Just boom, instant dead. All right, yeah, I think, was that another, did he get another siege unit up here somehow? Nope, still just the one. But some units in the stack just attacked and ignored. Some units in the stack just went after this and attacked. So killed like half the defenders. While they're, okay, yeah. Most of the stack was still standing there bombarding, but other units that were not in that stack and had a different command attacked. Oh, and a golden age, okay. Biology actually does matter because remember, he needs to get his pop up to 59% to win by domination. So the biology to increase his food actually does matter. All right, now it's how fast everybody can get down here to this last spot. Who's going to get the kill credit? Someone's going to score an extra point here. Yep, the fact that trebuchets are strength 4 and not strength 7 really hurts the AI too. It's why in like that late medieval period, it's just so hard for them to capture cities because they just don't build them. And like, oh, so there's no siege in this stack. So I think Pakal is actually going to get the kill credit, which he really probably doesn't deserve. But I mean, you know, if he moves faster than Monty, maybe he gets it for himself because there's like nothing on defense here. It's all caravels and galleys. All right, yeah, Pakal's a turn faster, so I'm pretty sure he gets this. All right, point for Pakal. Kathy off the board. Sorry, Myth. Didn't happen. Didn't happen in this one. Kathy made some poor choices in this game, but she definitely entertained us. And isn't that the real goal at the end of the day? Anyway, okay. So back